NuckleDu, or sorry, Punk fly over to NuckleDu's stream and see his reactions.
Yeah.
He could do that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to go. You can do that. You can't do that.
You can do that.
You can't do that. You can't knuckle do that. Right now, again, that round ending. Oh, so smart.
It's going to be the fastest character select you've ever seen.
One of the best round ending tools in the game.
Oh, I forgot he goes to main menu. I completely forgot he's that kind of guy.
I hope this stays afterwards, but did you see the fact that Punk unlocked the title Meow for
Oh, okay. Meow.
I love that. I love being able to unlock the titles in between. Yeah, 2 of them.
Sorry, you do the better, Cammy. It's just a weird matchup.
There's a literal cat, guys. Relax.
Yeah, no, literally there's a cat during Cammy's character select.
So Punk forcing the change from NuckleDu. It's exactly what we're anticipating, right? So this goes on to kind of like see if this goes beyond like the mirror match on paper, right? Which is going to be, right?
Exactly.
NuckleDu has to do something a little bit unorthodox to catch Punk off guard.
Yeah, and from all intents and purposes, what we know, as of recently, NuckleDu has come out on top in this mirror match. So that's why you saw he was locked into the guy for the first game, but he quickly switches, and it's been proven to be successful against Punk lately. Let's see, though, on the stage of Street Fighter League. Oh, that dive kick was on a Melkar, fam. Missing in action.
Man, you talk about that sword normal, what a great poke too. Just immediately after the sweep, nonetheless. And still, being within range to get a counter hit, it's nasty.
Yeah, it's one of the best buttons in the game. Oh, tried the wake-up dive kick, got crouch heavy punched for it. My goodness, NuckleDu.
Dude, the roundhouse that followed suit afterwards, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Uh-oh!
No, and that's the thing, right? Cammy always has these weird jump angles to where if she doesn't dive kick, the DPs miss a lot of the time. Oh, and the beauty of setting your opponent up to poke back only to have a dive kick punish counter. That's the name of the game for Punk. Look at that. Oh.
He had his head bobbing as well. He's like, yeah, if he starts feeling himself, that's a whole different demeanor that you have to face off against. It's not only just Cammy, but you're facing like the attitude of Punk right now.
Indeed, he got a lot of confidence. From that way the round ended in round 1 of game 2, he got so much confidence from that. You could tell he's rolling with huge momentum here. Trying to go up 2-0 on NuckleDu. Oh, and then open him.
You're good. I was going to be cool. I was going to be cool.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're actually fine.
Yeah, that was a bad decision.
Show him the no burnout.
I ain't got no bar.
Nah, you're fine.
So he should get his drive meter back. He's quite not in chip territory yet, but it could get there pretty quick. But instead, Punk showing no fear to the dive kick, even in burnout.
Oh, wait, do you have to do light drill there? I thought you did medium drill there anyways.
I did DP.
Oh, yeah.
It's always medium or heavy. I did. I wanted light drill. I second guessed myself. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Your finger didn't move fast enough?
Yeah. My brain and fingers.
It's okay. That was a better idea because when you lose a round like that as dude, you're actually just so demoralized now. It's like you go from such a low to a high and then right back to a low. Like, it's just tough. I feel like you're just so much better on the ground that if you like focus on the ground and don't try to anti-air everything, I feel like you'll just be so dominant there.
Dude's not. He doesn't play in high pressure situations. He doesn't play as risky.
Oh, he's done.
And that style will give you more trouble when y'all playing like online and stuff. But he's not really gonna do it at the style.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Go.
In this situation, you saw how much confidence Punk gained in that last game. How on point he looked. Dude's going back to the tried and true, man.
He had to change outfits completely.
Straight up.
Had to give him the shabuzi, man. The double shot of whiskey outfit now, dude.
I call it the Hangman Page outfit, but it's really the same vibes. It's all country star-esque.
I want to say that's like Triple H visiting Nashville.
Yeah, 100%. He's got the Triple H vibes too. You already know. We're getting into this game. Punk, oh no, reaching a little bit too far away. It's gonna allow NuckleDu to burn him out in the process. But look at the confidence. Punk, he'll happily eat that to be out of the corner now. Yeah, dude, not committing to anything after that drive rush. Baits out the super. My goodness, bro, the bread basket got kicked to shreds.
Damn, he brought the whole bakery.
Legitimately.
Couple of booms to start things off as well. Fantastic reactions. Punk fighting an opening with the best normal that we could ever think of.
Yeah, exactly, always.
Damn!
Oh! This man knows he's been in a situation where he's forced knocked down the dive kick before, but a little bit outside the calculations there. Oh, just put the media on him right there. You saw how much meat that stand medium punch had.
Damn.
Dude, back to the mid-range.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he didn't have charge at that point. He had walked up, and not confident, and combating the air game with a normal. Punk and a save a meter as well to force a set point and a potential first 40 bomb of Street Fighter League.
This man is optimal as hell, man.
Yeah.
That was a level 2, the full shebang bang. I didn't think it'd lead to that much damage.
Me neither. And look at that, knew exactly when the Sonic Boom was coming. Remember, we talked about Shopify Rebellion has one of the strongest rosters on paper in this division. Nonetheless, they might get shut out right now.
This is kind of tough. Punk in definitely a situation to close it out, especially with a level 2. He just has some drive gauge to him, but now the solid puncher being installed from NuckleDu, his sole purpose is to get Punk into burnout and force the awkward situations.
Bro, did he delay the sequence of booms to bait out the parry from Punk?
100% he did.
That was ridiculous, actually. We'll touch on that more in a little bit. But man, he's trying to make something happen right now while Punk's in burnout, but the poke back is there. Caught the walk away, though. Knew what Punk was going to be looking for. Oh, he tried the back.
Let's go. Nice.
Punk pulls out the op, snipes the legs with a crouch medium kick, and puts the 40-piece on Shopify Rebellion.
With full authority, got the big confirm, and he ended it all with a stand jab canceled into it. That's, if you think about how you do that and process that physically on a controller, that is kind of hard.
Yeah, 100%.
It goes kind of hard, and it's also kind of difficult. Timing-wise, man, this guy was, as soon as he got the opener, he's like, I'm done. Let me out of this seat, because I don't want to face off against NuckleDu ever again.
Exactly, man. He got up and out of there. The mission was accomplished. Incredible stuff from Punk right there. I do want to highlight that fact that NuckleDu, he went into the level 2, right? Put the normal on, and usually after that, you follow it up with the booms, right? But he knew that Punk would be ready for that. Absorb all those booms, get a bunch of drive meter back. So he waited till he saw the tap parry and then made him block the first boom during the recovery where he was locked into blocking. These two are some of the highest level fighting game players you're ever going to see. So despite Punk taking that 3-0, still one of the coolest moments I've ever seen in a match. All right, so it's going to be, let's see, Zhen stepping up to the plate to face JB. Oh, yes, indeed. We're just starting this set out. So Zhen, as you mentioned, the Bison, going to be one of those characters that definitely has tools to get around a lot of Rashid's abilities.
Right.
Whether it's the level 2, you can blow through with the OD Psycho Crusher, different type of things, just making him second guess his neutral with the different abilities that Bison has, the head stomp, the scissor kick, different ways to get across the screen. Oh my goodness, but
Jesus.
these 99-second drive rushes so far in Street Fighter League, really putting the onus on the opponents to react.
And I like that pacing. JB has been more or less the type to kind of like react to a certain player's like decision making and some of the habits, but I think I like him being the aggressor right now. But Zhen is looking to fight right back, although a little bit behind on the deficit for the drive gauge and the life thus far. I like the momentum now with the Psycho Mine as well. That is excellently played by JB. Granted, Zhen could have responded with his own Drive Impact, but still, JB willing to take that risk.
Yeah, I love using the DI to absorb the mine explosion, go straight through. He might have to look to do that again here. Oh, instead he pops up with a super, bait it out. I love that from Zhen as well. Going with the OD Psycho Crusher, ensuring that there's no weird funky punish with the mine going off at a time where he didn't expect. Just use the enhanced OD Psycho Crusher to get it done.
I like that. JB off to another aggressive start. You saw him start off with the overhead. Zhen thought the parry was going to be the right idea. No, sir. Full drive impact scenario now. The safe jump, anti-jump low, I should say, coming in from JB.
Yeah, Zhen, you get the forward throw as well. Establish the space. Again, you got to take these plus frames. No perfect parry, so he still had to hold that. Oh, he tried the hell attack, I assume.
He definitely did. 100% he did.
Got shut down by an early kick from JB. He knew what Zhen was looking for.
The back throw into level 2. As long as he stays right behind the Isar, he doesn't have to fear the OD Psycho Crusher. You saw the attempt from Zhen.
JB, you are so smart, bro. Like you mentioned, the OD Psycho Crusher was there. It was going to start up, blow through the projectile of the Isar. Instead, JB using the enhanced spinning mixer to beat him to the punch. Beautiful.
Really well placed, really well timed. JB, very much so a student of the game and also a teacher on some of his streams. He has very lengthy tutorials, but I gotta say, man, his application from all the knowledge that he's had thus far over the time that he spent against Bison is really starting to come together against Zhen.
Yeah, it's really sick to see, man. The growth, the maturation of somebody like JB. Of course, Zhen's still relatively new to the scene, honestly. To be able to have control of this round. He's trying not to take any big risks to let JB back in it. And the hell attack again. The snipe out of the sky as soon as see JB take to the air. Beautiful stuff. And JB's had a lot of success in the air already. We saw him hit an Arabian Sky High. Zhen walked into it thinking the cross-up was coming. So I don't blame him for trying to go back to that well, but it ran dry, fam.
And it feels like just another round for Bison, right? Starting things off with that level 3. Although it being a tied game, round to round, resource for resource, Bison starting off with level 3 is just so daunting, right?
So JB looking to bounce back here. Obviously the captain of Cloud9, right? Really wants to put his team on the right foot. A bang against the wall here. Already got Zhen in the corner responding in kind. Oh, too many plus frames.
Towards the guys, Stuplos.
Nice interrupt. Not going to get bullied by any Arabian Cyclone cancels.
Man, prepare. Stealing trains back to back too. Actually, it's really hard to contest after a drive rush cap, right? Being blocked. So going into that back round, everything. That fierce and the knee press. Nightmare. That's all she wrote.
Ooh, this is looking dangerous right now for JB here. Set point for Zhen. Got no more safety nets. Can't afford to lose another round this game.
Down and out. It sets up the SR pretty early, by the way.
Yeah, throws build so much meter in this game, right? So, again, JB just waiting the Psycho Crusher out right there. Still getting a lot of damage, including that bonus damage from the drive reversal hitting.
Yeah, you do get a good chunk of meter life off of that, so that's good awareness there too. The level 1 not going to be able to hit as JB made himself pretty safe. Does get the full chip damage sequence. Doesn't even need it.
Yeah. Actually, make sure to DI Zhen right before he gets that level 1. Honestly, it could have been worth baiting him into using the level 1, but I doubt Zhen would have fell for that.
Yeah.
Just because JB had such a massive life lead, you know?
That is fair. That is fair. Down. Another throw coming in from JB. Getting closer and closer to the level 2. That's like the main thing that we look for from Rashid players, right? The full sequence. Jump backs away. I don't even know how Zhen had the tenacity to even, like, the presence of mind to even, like, delay that button.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
I honestly thought JB was going to go for a throw in that sequence because he has level 2 now, but he didn't have the time. The throw would have built it. Does have level 2 here. Not going to utilize it. Just stay in his face with the drive rush. Make sure to combo kill it and tie up the set just like that. 1-up between C9 and Bandits here in the first game.
Come on, man.
Loki out there.
He's losing faith. He's losing faith.
Oh my God, the OD shooting mix is gonna be fine. No, that didn't.
Papa's not yelling. Oh, it's off.
The Sky High? Is what
the vibes are off.
Trust me, bro, I was panicking in my head. I was like, is this really not going to kill? I was like, come on, son.
Come on, man. There wasn't even that much scaling involved.
Well, you know, good old JB being optimal makes a truth teller out of me.
Put me in.
Wow, yeah, the enhanced jump right there. Left behind by the whirlwind charge.
Yeah, we take those. I think that's such a sneaky way of getting out of the corner, but one of the many tools that Rashid has in terms of mobility.
Oh my! He was going for the burnout right there. JB had a pixel of drive meter left. What a backdash to avoid that, but now we got perfect parry, back throw incident. Thanks. Might have took the hit on the first one. Oh no. Now it's all bad, bruh. DI'd up. JB not responding with his level 1. It's a tough situation.
No way! You went from DI to DIED. This man died.
Oh,
no!
Man.
Never mind. If it was level 2, perhaps.
Yeah, Zhen wanted to keep 1 meter holstered. He thought he had the calculations correct. Just slightly off, and this is giving JB a big chance. He's got a level 2 himself. Desar's here, waits out the OD, knocks him back into it. He rushes him down. Another drive reversal.
Oh, this has got to be Chip City, right? Old overhead.
Yeah. Oh, he jumped out of it. JB knew it was coming. Staying one step ahead yet again. Bringing himself back to set point.
All I know is this guy can ball.
Most definitely right there. And then he baits out the drive reversal. This momentum might get out of hand here.
Get ready to call the time of death, Ringe.
Walks up in his business. I got my stopwatch ready, baby. We will mark the time of death right here. Another throw. Are we going to keep the loops going? Oh my goodness.
My God, he's better than dead. Stop. He's already dead.
Oh, and boy, I've never seen a game snowball out of control harder than that. JB, again, putting the team on his back. Captain Tangs bringing it all the way 2-1 for the squad.
I don't think I've ever, in my life, against Zen, been wrong, but also in that same breath been like, hey, you want to see a dead body? That was actually the biggest rebuttal and one of the more convincing ones that we've seen from anybody in the history of Street Fighter 6 thus far. I know it's a relatively new game. I get that. But in the history of Street Fighter League as well, JB, after that one comeback, you already knew the mental was broken.
Yeah.
He had just run over him.
100%.
That was it.
100%, man. Zhen, he betted on that level 1, which is not the quickest super, right, when it comes to Bison's level 1. So I wonder if there was another special option that could have got that chip. But I mean, the startup allowed JB to have enough time to jump out, dodge the chip sequence, find the hit, find the kill. That was amazing stuff. Yeah, 10-frame startup on that level 1.
Yeah.
So it's not the slowest, but definitely not the fastest. And because of that, escape was there for JB. Yeah. What a play.
Man, but what a bout between the first players, man. That Vanguard was kind of nuts. But going into it, Men-RD versus Boost, this is going to be like quite the matchup, right? We've seen Boost take down Men-RD for a very important spot too in the World Warriors, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, has definitely been one of those players that has defeated damn near all the Titans of the East Coast. And that's quite the thing to do because that is where Men-RD, NuckleDu, and Punk are all from. And he's come out first place in those World Warrior events. So now he's got a giant task ahead of him. But you can see that's a lot of respect being shown from the Bandit squad, right? To choose to put Mena up there against Boost here. And it's still a 2 out of 3. It's not even the 20-point match yet.
Man, he is so calculated. He's a cold-blooded killer. Man, forcing that level 1 is actually going to be totally fine for Boost because it doesn't take away from the positioning, and I love that punish counter. Guess what? After this, you definitely get your DI.
Exactly, yeah. It's going to be pretty much guaranteed here, and that's what he went for. Drive rush cancel, drive rush medium into the DI. That's an unthrowable gap. And if you got no meter to do anything about it. The first time I ever saw Boost, literally every match, he did something I had never seen before. Like the tech he's got with his characters on a different level.
I think his overall game sense too, he knew he had to get a little bit of extra chip damage to ensure all of that sequence killed. And that side switch was kind of nuts. Men-RD just kind of like passing through as if he were a ghost.
Yeah, that's one of those things, right? You can bait out people looking for the DPOS on the drive rush cancels with Blanca by doing the hop through. That's how Men-RD started this round, and man, he has not let up yet. But Boost waking up with the stand medium punch. 5-frame normal, he's just calling out his opponent's tendencies with it, the slightly delayed buttons.
That's fine, that's fine.
Yeah, indeed. In the scrubs. I always get reminded of the hospital outfit when it comes to Kennan's color.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah. Got that tin of blue. See if he's going to get surgical on Men-RD.
I didn't realize it was like that. Yeah. Costume Warners. That's all the hard-working Warners.
Straight up.
This is a really good costume for Cloud9, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Boost is a professional for that one.
Yeah.
Like,
again, showing us something new every day.
And again, both of these players trying to parry back and forth here. Nobody can find the perfect version, though. It's going to lead Men-RD into a throw loop. In the corner right there, he tried to bait something out. Instead, drive rush cancel into the overhead. Whoa. Long distance connection right there. Didn't actually punish the backdash. Tough to do so.
Looking for a lifeline. Boost does have at least 2 bars to his name. Men-RD has all the life in the world.
What up, Boost? Take it slow.
Vamos. The cash, I should say, from the SA. Off of that to confirm it. Either way, hit or block, I think it's
yeah, most definitely. And it looked like, I like him doing that after baiting out the ODDP from Boost, right? So Boost is definitely less than encouraged to challenge the drive rush cancels with that OSDP now. And that let Mena kind of bully him into the crouch fierce activation. So well done on the conditioning side of things.
It truly is the ultimate test for Cloud9 as well as Boost. Boost is getting a couple of words from his teammates as well. But again, I think in a long set, Boost has had the upper hand against Men-RD in a 3 out of 5 scenario, but I think this is one of those moments where the Bandits camp really shines as tacticians as well, like forcing a player like... Actually, no, Men-RD is kind of like forcing this too. I want to say he's had so much time to kind of like reiterate and deliberate over matches against Boost that he's gotten like the upper hand already, or at least has a different outlook on the matchup. So
Oh, man, and he's called out some player habits of Boost nice and early, right? We saw the command grab getting past the fireball. We saw the bait out on the ODDP-OS, put him in the mix right there, and Boost finally finds a successful reversal and a parry as well. Chase him down with the run Tatsu. Optimal starter here. It is still heavily scaled, but nonetheless. We'll try to cover the level 1 wake up. That was really smart because Mena would have burned himself out if he went with OD Blanca Ball. Oh, and again, now harassing in the corner. Ken, some of the best corner game in Street Fighter 6. You see him out of the Jinrai right there, catching the button timing again with stand medium punch. Mena uses the level 1, but that's tough here. Tries the sweep gambit. And that's why Boost forced that DI right there, right? He was like, go ahead and respond with level 1. You're still burnt out. You're still in the corner. You still have low life. I'm at advantage. And now you just spin a bar.
Yeah, everything's really falling together for Boost, and now in fashion. I was going to say, Mena RD, if he gets this momentum, we might see like shades of the previous game, but Boost not going to let him get out for free. You saw that stand jab to cover the tracks. Mena RD might have been able to jump, or try to at least.
Exactly, you know, Blanca's always looking for that up air Blanca ball. Not as good as it once was, but nonetheless still a popular option. Oh my goodness, the juggles with level 2 Lightning Beast, bruh. Start up the Blanca chat as well. Oh, tried for that forward fierce. What a parry on wake up. Both of these players slugging it out, stealing turns left and right. Mena RD.
Still managing 3 bars to his name. Boost is going to have a very, very strong start if he manages to get the hit. But instead, it's Mena RD taking a paint from nose, but drive rush forward, low forward.
Indeed, oh my goodness, just scratching the ankles. And this is tough for Boost. No more safety net. He can't afford a round loss here, excuse me.
Knocking on the door just a little bit. Mena RD not going to be shaken up on defense. Now he's playing the game where he wants to straight up, at least with the fireballs. You can see it in his position. You can see it from the normal selection. But it's Boost keeping it a little ambiguous as to when he wants to throw out that fireball. Mena's like, you know what? I'm tired of playing these games. I got 2 bars to my name. I also have a drive rush. If I can get this confirmed into the big beast, it might be lights out.
Indeed, right, yeah, he's trying to force the issue a little bit more now. His drive rush cut off at the pass this time. Back to the patience from Mena RD. Knows time is on his side, right? Life lead. Beautiful Lightning Beast force. Again, look at all that drive meter going away from Boost. He finally risked the tap parry and an even better jump back to call out the Blanca ball. I like this a lot here. Going into level 3, he's going to get a huge drive gauge advantage because of it.
Got the full anime protagonist, by the way. He was like shaking his head and like putting his hand on his shit. He's like, that was pretty good.
And Mena here. No more Lightning Beast, but he's tagging him. Trying to fake him out a little bit, yeah. Hopping up and down. What am I going to do?
So frustrating seeing that. Ooh.
Yeah, Boost, he tried to throw. Mena able to hop to the other side, avoid it. Gets the counter hit. Jinrai confirm. Oh, he held the parry. Oh my goodness, huge mistake right there. He thought a normal was going to be able to follow up. That's what people tend to do, right? Dry rush fireball. They tend to force their offense immediately after the fireball. Boost waited a second, caught Mena holding the parry, and the additional 8 frames of the duration made him pay dearly for that one. And Mena getting some time to talk to his team as well, get composed up for this game-deciding match between himself and Boost as we get back into it.
Hefty amount of words coming in from the Cloud9 camp. I think that was Lex coming in to talk to Boost about the things he did right and to maybe highlight some more of the weaknesses against Mena RD. I think he's had a lot of experience too in this matchup and also against the player himself, so we'll see how that plays out. Right now, Mena RD in full control. The back medium to keep Boost in place. Oh, the uppercut is indicating a lot of damage. Starting comes off with the DI. Double down.
He tried to drain all that drive meter, and look at this, right? He would have been burnt out in this sequence if he didn't get hit.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Things went awry right there for Mena RD. Ended up getting thrown out of the corner. We're back to the mid-screen. Boost. Yeah, he's trying to bait out something with that drive rush fireball. Catch Mena RD checking it.
Couldn't tell you what it was, though.
What a trade identification from Mena right there. The fireball hurt box being expanded. Easy trade. Wow.
Yeah, and that's a classic, right? Mena RD had actually been utilizing that in the game prior, despite him losing that last game. So something to keep in mind. I love these combos, man.
Oh, and bro! Nah, bro. How do you still got stuff I ain't seen with Blanca yet?
That was disgusting. Which country did you pick that up at?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Obviously, Mena RD, the World Warrior. gone around the globe facing the toughest competitors and still in plays out of their playbook.
Ugh. I feel dirty just watching that.
Yeah, that was ridiculous right here. Boost, huge opportunity here. He needed to stem the bleeding, buy himself some time, but he still got drive gauge to make up for it. He can be chipped out here while he's in burnout. Oh, Blanca Chan trying to stay aggressive. He's not trying to let Mena get those opportunities. Build his drive meter back. The eyes of the process. Mena not responding with level 1. Boost, he's got to build some bar here or just have the most optimal combo I've seen. Drops it.
You are actually insane. You are the biggest brain player and also the most insane one. Dear God. Big brain Boost.
Jumped in the aggressive jump in block into the DP. Boost, and now breaking out the sweep as well.
So what a call out. Jesus.
There we go.
Wow, the aggressive moments coming out for him right now, and he's caught Mena RD reaching. Those are the type of moments that can get the other player dragged into the mud, get them swinging a little bit more recklessly than they would otherwise. Oh my goodness, your drive gauge assassinated once more.
Oh, he knew he was there. He knew that Blanca was in front of him. He was getting his drive gauge beat down.
Indeed, Boost, you can see him buffering. You can see him buffering in case the DI happens. Oh, outside of range, immediately punishes the whiff throw. Again, you see the buffer. Has his drive gauge back now. Walks up and throws the overhead attempt. You're good. Mena RD goes straight to the level 1. Still, though, not enough damage. Wakes up with the jab. Boost. Not a fear, not an ounce of fear in his heart. Goes with the DI. Knew it was guaranteed. C9 Boost taking down the captain of Bandits, Mena RD.
This is a different side of Boost that we've never really been exposed to.
Wow.
He has been in full study mode in preparation for all of these matches. I'm calling him Boost Wayne.
Well,
this guy is definitely the Street Fighter Batman. He is the new age Batman. Boost Wayne, the millionaire when it comes to the big brain IQ decision making. It's incredible. It's incredible.
The utility belt has all the answers, fam. Well, what a way to pull out that victory. Like I said, not an ounce of fear in this man's soul. Waking up, pressing buttons in the face of Evo Japan champion, Capcom Cup two-time champion Mena RD. Boost letting y'all know it's not just online. He really does this no matter the environment.
It's crazy, man. He flung his boosterang right in front of Mena RD's face. He wasn't even ready for the OD uppercut. Oh my God, everything just went so well for Boost, man.
Wow. Now it's up to the rest of the team, right? The Kaba and the Louis man to really dig deep and try to bring this set back. They're going to send Kaba up against Noah the Prodigy, it looks like. Jesus. And I understand, right? You're trying to get Guile out there. You want to tame the wild aggression of Noah, really make him pay for being in burnout, which he is one to do very often. I get it. I think Louis man, if he didn't get overwhelmed, could honestly do it with the Dawson, but against Noah in an environment like this, I understand putting Kaba up to deal with it first. Try to tie up this set for his team. He's gonna have a 3 out of 5 set to do it up against Noah the Prodigy. Noah's first set in SFL as well, sat out last week, and now C9 puts him in the anchor position to potentially close out a 40-piece.
I want to see what kind of aggressive style Noah's going to bring to the table against one of the biggest walls that we could ever ask for, not only in the Dominican Republic, but also as a presence in the United States over in the West. I will say this, man. This Guile has been such a threat for a lot of the players there. With all the weekly events that they've both been attending to. But Kaba, man, that was actually a big misfire against the young man.
Yeah, it's really all that work that Kaba did in this round, almost nullified, but he's able to still get the life lead a bit after tagging him with that as well. But that's really where I worry for Kaba in this set. Oh no, the driver again. He's got the character to really tame Noah, but his play style, it's usually really good, his type of aggression with Guile, because people aren't expecting it, but that's where Noah thrives. I think Kaba's got to put the brakes on a little bit more than usual in this set.
Pretty close to burnout, we might see.
Oh, I see how the punish counter does it. I mean, you're pretty much locked up. Noah does jump that first one. I swear, if that flash knuckle made the DI whiff, I was going to lose my mind.
Yeah, into level 2. Well, I mean, he wouldn't have like into level 2, but he would have built up a level 2.
Yeah.
I think there would have been another opportunity for Noah to get something crazy. That would have been kind of nuts. But look at this again, the wall that Kaba kind of presents against someone like Noah has been really, really troublesome thus far. You talked about pumping the brakes, back throw, defensive back throw. I think that was just Noah kind of maybe reacting to whatever it is Kaba wanted to do. Man!
Yeah,
he has not stopped.
When fighting game players like panic mash throw, it's almost always back throw because they're trying to be defensive at the same time.
Nice.
Oh, nice job there though, reading the parry attempt. Oh, and there's the flash knuckle jaws dodge on the bazooka knee. Got me tongue twisted. Noah ties it up just like that.
And even the frame kill off of the two standing jabs to bait out and really kind of like act out that throw. I love that from Noah. Boom, gets the first throw. Driver forward, going to be a dash up. That counter hit could have been everything to start things out for Noah, but he knows it. He's chilling.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, honestly. Noah usually will spin the meter on that. Got baited into the super with the fake fireball. I don't know if that was intentional for Cabo or the Sonic Boom just didn't come out, but either way, paid off big.
And we'll never know that, too. Even if you ask him, like, hey, did you need to fake that out? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I believe him.
I'll believe him the whole way. Ooh, that's not good.
Showing the stand medium punch and then just locking him down here. Noah had no answers. We talked about his meter getting spit, but Combo dropped the combo. Great job defending himself against the back throw, though. Oh, my goodness, bruh. How are we swinging like this? Combo's made some excellent defensive choices, and there's the whiff punish to close out the first
He
game.
likes to do a delay, or he likes to walk back on wake up a lot, like when you're not quite in throw range.
Yo, he's not taking.
Yeah, I got you.
A little bit closer, but thankfully enough, Kaba does get the first game. Or the Prodigy now kind of like setting up two standing jab, does catch the counter hit. Now the big whiff throw. Missing the timing of the flash.
Yeah, doesn't get the perfect flash knuckle. He did get the plus frames on the knee right there, as you saw the screen shake. Oh, what easy punish on the sweep attempt. Noah ends up getting clipped. Kaba, great delayed button. Really calling out Noah's offensive timings. Oh, upside down kick, perfect parry after landing from the jump.
There we go.
You're the hell in there.
End of the round.
Just going through the motions, doesn't have to do anything crazy. Nor the Prodigy. First round of game 2 in a different type of demeanor, right? It wasn't like anything crazy out of pocket. It was very subtle. And now that he gets the first round, he immediately goes into his offensive ways.
Exactly right. We saw Noah kind of holster some of the drive rush cancels that he would otherwise let fly in that last round. I think he understands that being in burnout against Guy was honestly worse than most characters. Nonetheless, though, he's made it happen in that burnout. Stayed offensive, tried to sneak in an overhead, but Kaba won't let that happen.
Yeah, I like him kind of like trying to take advantage of the little flash that he gets from gaining his drive gauge back into like sneaking in the overhead. I've seen that quite a few times over where we use the visual effects to throw people off guard.
Yeah. And Noah here, we see him already. Oh, no! I can't believe he still got the recovery of that button here. Kaba, is he going to spin it all? Indeed, he will. Rather go to the next round with no meter than risk Noah being able to come back this round. I respect it.
3 bars to Noah's name. Not going to be sweating one bit. Let's see if he decides to go aggressive yet again.
Yeah, trying to look for his opportunity to drive rush in. He finds it there and then snipes Kaba's button, but that's another perfect flash knuckle we see missed.
Not quite used to seeing Noah kind of like drop these back to back, really.
Yeah, rarely do you ever see him miss a flash knuckle. To have 2 in this one set already in 2 games. Very rare.
What do you do now, Noah? What do you do now? You have the life deficit on you. You have a little bit of that drive gauge left for at least one more cancel. He's going to be driving by a little bit with the driver forward. Does it again, but Kaba, with the reactions, he's like, you know what, you could come to me.
Yeah.
If I'm charging down back, yeah, you could easily try to do that. If I see green, I'm going in.
Precisely right. All that he needed when he has the charge is to up into a button. One of the easier things to react to stuff with. And right there, Kaba on full display, not letting Noah do anything for free.
You do have an opportunity to get that tiebreaker going if Kaba manages to seal the deal with a 3-0 victory, with a 3 in general. He's looking pretty damn strong with 2 under his name, but Noah the Prodigy, there is a moment of rebuttal. We can see this moment of him bringing it back in a 3 out of 5 scenario. He's done so before, but can he do it against someone like Kaba?
Exactly, that's 2 games of intel, right? The drive rush on in. Yeah, I like that, protecting his drive meter. Even if they're not perfect parries, but the whiff can be dearly paid for here.
Oh, damn, that was far.
For real, the upside down kick. Oh, a nice job, Kaba, recognizing he's still in range to get the punish. Level 1 as well. Really optimal as hell, air to air, float back as well to keep Noah locked down, in the corner.
Knockdown and lockdown, to be honest with you. Look at that match point, Kaba really trying to suppress Noah. The Prodigy is doing a great job, and he's continuing to do so. Again, the wall of normals, upside down kick, keeping Noah in check. Now back to the fireball game.
As soon as he makes him block something, Kaba letting it rip. What a whiff punish right there. And Noah, he's looking kind of helpless here, man. He's got to dig down deep. Stem the bleeding, and he's got to do it now. Oh, yeah, great stuff from Kaba. Recognizing Noah did not have level 3 to cancel into. That's not a free flash knuckle if you cannot cancel into a super. Well done from Kaba, punishing him properly.
We got ourselves our very first tiebreaker scenario between Bandits and Cloud9. Noah not being able to take a game off of Kaba. A big counterplay, and it paid off tenfold for the Bandits camp. Now we get a fair chance to kind of equalize now. Who is going to be awarded the 5 points in this tiebreaker scenario? Who's going to be stepping up to the plate? You know, I like Louismon, and it first to one with Dalsim.
Word straight up? Like, yeah, you guys don't know how to fight Dalsim.
Ain't no way.
You guys don't know. Send Louisman up there. Let him get one game. Let him go wild. Because Dalsim in this game, he does have wild offense as well, just like he did in 5. Maybe not as potent, but definitely he'll show you some things that you're not ready for, especially a Louisman Dalsim.
Ooh, it looks like Kaba is the one sitting down in the hot seat. Again, he had 3 games straight. He's feeling real confident. I do like that. Let's see if Boost can take down
Meta and Kaba, bruh.
Yeah, that is going to be quite the story. Let's see if the Boost truly is loose here with Cloud9, because this guy, this cat can ball, man.
And I'm interested to see how he goes about this, right? What type of gambits does he take? Are we going to see some OD fireballs? He's going to try to call out the sonic booms by using that. Gets an expensive gambit, right? OD fireball and a drive rush is 3 of your drive gauges, so that's half your bar. So it's something that you really have to pick your spots with. It's not something you can rely on for the entirety of the game plan if your boosters can.
Right.
And this is definitely a switch up for Boost, right? Having to go from fighting Menace Blanca to now the Kaba Guile, this is very different speeds. While Kaba, he can kind of stay with that same type of tempo, right? Going from Noah on the Luke to Boost on the Ken. Oh no, he dropped the combo. This is a huge open up. Would have been an extremely convincing start for Kaba if he completed that.
Yup.
A rare instance of a drop from Kaba.
Now Boost, yeah, he smells blood in the water, man. Making the most of this opportunity, already ready for setting the perfect parry and the perfect parry after the stand medium kick block. Tries for the safe jump, but Kaba doesn't bite. He wanted the trade combo right there. I think that works, but it was too far. Oh no, a backfire from Boost's labbing.
I like the idea. I like the idea of using the uppercut invulnerability against the fireballs, the heavy version being able to pretty much sail right through it, but Kaba just was not close enough. I think he already understood that.
Yeah, I like that gambit from Boost, but Kaba staying one step ahead. Remember, this is best of 1 for the set here. Winner leaves with 25 points.
Nice. Oki after the uppercut as well, being able to utilize that standing medium punch as a frame kill. And keep it kind of ambiguous as to what the approach is, but Kaba doesn't give a damn. He's going to be pretty stationary in this corner.
Nice.
Ooh!
Another
That is a
parry.
beautiful perfect parry.
Close enough to get the punish. Just with the roundhouse, and then knew he would try to take his turn after blocking the overhead. Who's so good at sprinkling in those challenges with ODDP, often off of his own offense.
Nice.
Oh, like that right there. Another turn steal. After the max range step kick, just puts out the light kick. Now we got a final round.
Great block on the overhead, a very explosive start from Kaba. Now Boost immediately jumping forward in anticipation for the Sonic Booms, speaking of which, Kaba now throwing some of them and immediately stops. It's been a really back and forth adaptation between the two. Boost does get the perfect parry into the enhanced Tatsu, by the way, for the punish counter. We get possible throw loops here, and he waits for it.
Oh, he did punishes the backdash. Beautiful call out that time, but 2+ on the safe jump, fam. Oh, trying to lock up in his business right there. Metasonic Boom for his trouble. Boost here, he's got 3 bars. I wonder if he's trying to get into range here. Perhaps respond to one of these fireballs with a run DP, with a super.
That could potentially be it, right? Oh! The roundhouse is back-to-back inside of Kaba.
Tried something.
One of those Sonic Booms again.
Oh! The drive rush screen freeze! It definitely messed up what Boost wanted to do to the fireball, whether it was parry, whether it was DP. His input got eaten.
He can't parry for free anymore. Or at least try to attempt to parry.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, he tried the parry and unfortunately wasn't properly timed. Kaba takes it over Boost to come back and put the team on his back to take it for Bandits.
That was truly some assassin mentality. That was actually pretty good. Great way to kind of identify some of the strengths that Boost has. Like, you know what? Let me see if he knows what to do against this specific tech. That's something that he's kind of highlighted a long while ago in like year 1 or year 6.
Yep.
And him seeing him pull out the woodwork, pull out that exact tactic in this part of the game is perfect for a first one. That was actually brilliant from the side of Kaba, utilizing some of the game mechanics that this and like that.
So super smart, because Boost was pretty clean with the perfect parries with Sonic Boom, right? We saw even in the corner, he was able to perfect parry, get a stand roundhouse punish. That's primarily how he was looking to combat that. So Kaba, using that at the end right there to throw off Boost's timing, the slight screen freeze on the drive rush, that is very much a real strat we've seen since the launch of the game. Now, majorly clutch for Kaba in this instance.
Bandits taking down the big W, 25 points to their name. Cloud9, not too bad a shape, actually.
Absolutely
going in
not.
from a big W over to a pretty decent, I want to say like mediocre loss, right? They didn't get completely robbed. They have like 20 points to their name. It could have been 10. It could have been 0 for all we know. Fact of the matter is, again, Bandits taking it all the way in a very, very clutch scenario with Kaba putting the team on his back. Was putting Oil King up front against Uriel Velorio. Now, this is something that we actually didn't really get to consider, right? Oil King's positioning in the team, I think he's gotten way stronger too. I think his confidence has been way up. Going into Street Fighter League, I've had the luxury of being able to meet up with him at certain regions just randomly, being able to talk to him and how he feels in preparation for Street Fighter League. He's feeling as confident as ever.
He understands the type of nuances, the little minutiae that he's going to have to alter to make this character successful in Street Fighter 6. And obviously, he's got plenty of examples to look towards as well, right? As Rashid has been a very successful character in the meta. But Uriel Velorio, that means he's going to have plenty of matchup experience against the Rashid. He's going to definitely be more than capable of pulling off the upset here. I consider it an upset if Uriel is able to take him down, considering Oil King has kind of been positioned as the captain of Fighting Spirit. It'd be interesting to see. Definitely, obviously, Rashid more than capable. I like this matchup for both sides, honestly. I think Rashid maybe slight advantage, but Ken definitely more than capable of taking him down.
It's a random question for you, Range. I've always wondered, do you know what kind of gimbal that Rashid uses that allows him to keep the stabilization on his camera so well?
I'm not familiar with gimbal brands, you know what I'm saying? I would expect it to be Asus or SteelSeries personally, but...
Ah, I see what you did there. Well done. Uriel looking great right now. Up until this point, man, the classic commentator's curse. He had Oil King locked down so much. What's a better component to combat against Oil? Definitely the fire. Uriel Velorio with the OD uppercut. Man!
Definitely Oil King wigging up with the driver versus sliding on in. Oh, but Uriel, again, give him a gap. He's going to fill it with some blue stuff. Perfect parry. Level 1 for the kill. Yes, indeed.
We have blue stuff in this game, too. I love it.
Exactly.
I enjoy the blue stuff, the green stuff, the reversal stuff. Feels great.
You just gotta be careful what block you go on when you got the blue stuff.
Oh, no!
Indeed. Oh, the perfect parry into the OD whirlwind. Gonna be blowing through the projectile. Of course, projectile priority new to Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, that's something that took a long while to get used to for a lot of the players too.
Yeah.
Perfect parry all the way over to OD, Eagle Spike just to get that side switch to safe jump as well. The full sequencing of Oil King to allow himself this much of a gap for the level 2. It's perfect. What? That was actually very sick from Uriel in terms of the trade-off.
It was. I was really impressed, like especially because he was recovering from Fireball, but now he's reaching a little bit too much. And Oil King been around the block. He got a couple of lessons for you to learn.
That throw was the exact round ender that Oil King was looking for too, because after that sequence, I think everybody's mental would have been shook. Every Rashid player's mental would have been shook, and now, I don't know what that was for the side of Oil King. I don't know what that was for the side of Uriel!
I don't know if it was some fancy like air Tatsu setup after the knockdown and it didn't come out.
Man, if you tried to do an air Tatsu, I probably would have F-fumbled for sure. It would have been shades of World Warrior recaps all over again.
Oh, the lore runs deep. So you get now the perfect parry response with his own OD though, but Uriel put the brakes on, recognized the perfect parry. Oh, he tried to catch him throwing a fireball that time.
Damn! I love that opener too. Coming in from Rashid, it's a very common opener. The back throw just in case Oil King put himself in that situation in the first place. The Isara coming out now. Udia Velorio forced to block all of it. He could have used the drive reversal a little bit earlier, but it's tough when the tornado was right in front of him.
Yeah, indeed. And the drive reversal, might be a drive reversal bait setup, or Uriel just trying for some desperation to get Oil King off of him. Not gonna happen. 1-0 like that for the captain of Fighting Spirit.
This is really tough too. Uriel is really forced in a position where he has to face off against some of the strongest Rashids that he could ever possibly imagine. Earlier in his tournament lifespan, right? Most of the time he kind of gets that warm up. He's so used to playing at some of the weekly events where he has the luxury of playing and warming up in a lot of the earlier parts of the pools. But this time, you're getting thrown right into the ringer. You're facing off against a world-class player via Oil King.
Exactly, and Uriel, want to see if he tries to come out swinging a little bit more. Oh no, he tries to parry, but the delay from the overhead bypasses the active frames, not blocking correctly during recovery. You get punished counted for it.
I love that design choice, by the way.
I think it's really cool too.
Really, really smart for the devs to put that in there, and the way that's implemented for like some of the overheads too.
Yeah, remember, you still gotta block the right way if you parry during recovery while you're locked into blocking. It does not absolve you of the correct guess.
Back-to-back throws. Sorry, back-to-back parries.
Yeah, regular.
Eventually coming off from Oil King.
Saw another tap parry right there. Ooh. What a confirm right there off the stand. Fierce as well, just run into the DP. Very efficient on the meter.
Speaking of meter now, Oil King right past the burnout. Udia Velorio, they're going to take out the rest of that meter, perhaps. Maybe no, it's going to be right into the damage, into the position that he was looking for.
Nice job keeping these strings tight as well. You know Oil King wants to get the rest of that drive meter. He's built it back up, and the drive rush into the DI. Not going to be enough damage. He didn't go for a super sequence, but catches Oil King reaching regardless.
That could have been so dangerous too. Udia Velorio pretty much knocking on death's door, being in that burnout position. I mean, granted, he had 2 bars to his name. He could have been something, done something a little bit wild, but still, Oil King could have been pretty crazy. The drive reversal just to get himself out of that situation with the plus frames too.
Oh, the Arabian Sky High actually catching the Fierce. You're looking for that a little bit too much in the neutral. Nice. Yeah, I mean, exactly. The heavy DP is slightly projectile invul, so you saw him connected. He'll take the trade in that instance to not spend any meter.
Very sneaky. That's something that Udia Velorio has pretty much sharpened in his journeys in a lot of the local events, right? Just kind of drive rushing forward into the Dragon Knife and Sea of Things.
Yeah, and he tried to neutral jump bait Oil King there, but Rashid is a dangerous character to do that with for the exact reason you saw. Now Oil King's in control. One more throw will do it. Puts himself on set point. And that throw is a big meter build. It's a nice chunk before this next round where he approaches Isar.
Oh, that was just wrong.
Yeah.
Uriel just ducked at the last second.
Oh,
Rather
no.
unfortunate too. The safe jump is there. Taking the throw. And I like that, kind of like teasing the idea that it might have gone for the level 2, but Uriel actually just threw out a fireball, so he's just fine.
Yeah, and remember Oil King, he's been representing this drive rush crouch light kick too, so maybe that's what Uriel was thinking about. Got tagged with the overhead during it. Oh, word! Oh my God. Just level 3 anti-air on the jump over? Uriel gonna make him pay dearly here.
Damn, that's hella damage. Yeah, you gotta keep your strings tight, man.
Yeah, and I think Oil King realized that it was going to be burnout either way around. I think Uriel was going for a burnout block string right there, so he just gives it to him via DP. Opened up.
Counter hit. I think he might have tried to do that earlier. No way!
Oh, yeah, he'd been abusing the Dragon Lash, but no, tried to throw after. Still anybody's game here. Oil King gets the drive meter back. Oh, driver versus the Jinrai, super smart. Wobbling air to air. Uriel, nice, cool, calm, composed, tying up the set.
That was actually mad awkward too. You see the Spider-Man off the wall, like, look what I can do. And then Rudy, I was like, no, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Jump medium punch. You thought it was over?
Oil King tried to do something that would make Uriel panic, right? Great composure in that instance.
I wonder if he still could have done like a regular jump.
I think so.
That would have been kind of like awkward input-wise. Oh, what a rebuttal against the fireball, gets the side switch.
Yeah, he tried to wind up with something right there, but Uriel, he's staying so persistent. The active defense is letting it be known. Oh,
He held it.
indeed.
He was a believer.
Yeah, he
Oh
was.
no!
You ain't give us nothing to believe in, Rashid. Ken, 1 round away.
Again, we talked about some of the journeys that these guys have had. They've fought a plethora of different players all over the world, but how often does Oil King get to face off against Uriel Valorio? Great check also on the drive rush.
Yeah, that was a dope buffer. And the OD Tatsu behind it, but tried to poke out. The spacing from Oil King was super on point, though the jab didn't have enough range. Oh! The OD Whirlwind cutting Uriel off the pass.
Oh!
Straight thrown at the dash attempt. And what timing on the parry. Actually, the Tornado did get there in time. Avoided the throw because of it.
Oh, this is mad scary.
Oh, what jab anti-air works out?
Brother. Oh, that was just such a raw
He caught the backdash. He caught the backdash. You just got to clean it up, and he does. Uriel gonna be able to take this 2-1 for Team Red Rooster. That's how we bounce back in the set.
It was looking so in favor of Oil King for a good amount of it up until this last, very last game, I think. Uriel Valorio really changing up the pace and also understanding when Oil King wants to get antsy.
Yeah, most definitely. We saw it time and time again, right? Uriel able to cut him off, whether it be with the crouch medium punch. We saw good fireball usage. Just in general, he never let Oil King get comfortable, get into these primary spots where he wanted to start developing his game. And Uriel had some clutch conversions as well in these big moments to make the most out of the hits he did get.
Brutus versus NL. Where else would you catch this kind of action?
Wow, NL sitting down, and again, yeah, right. It's so cool to see these international clashes here for Street Fighter League Offline, right? Brutus from Canada coming down, the first Canadian along with Safe to be a part of Street Fighter League, getting some of this wild international experience against World Warriors like NL, right? Who have traveled for years and years now all across the globe to sharpen their skills. Now they get a new brand of fighter, of a game player, with Brutus and Safe in the building. Of course, Brutus being part of Red Rooster, and we're going to see him up against NL right now. NL, I imagine, plays the Akuma, but man, is that scary to go up against Brutus' Zangief, bruh. You die so fast.
I wouldn't put up the Luke.
All right, we're getting into it. Brutus on the screen, going up against NL on the Akuma. Yeah.
If I were to remember anything, it's the facial expressions, and I think up is what makes the character smile.
We're going to see if NL is going to be holding up a lot this set, or if Brutus is going to be the one smiling about it. Oh, wow. Dashed in throw, and Brutus, he tried to react parry to the animation, but they not realizing that throw was coming next.
God, he gets so much mileage out of the sweeps.
He do. One of the best sweep users in the business is Brutus.
This man is antsy. How many times does he opt to use movement as a defensive choice? I think 2 to 3 times over.
Yeah.
Brutus has got like 2 out of those 3 attempts. Oh, dear Lord.
Wow, I can't believe that anti-air was just short. Getting the reward, NL got for it, even charging up the fireball, but Brutus, he'll take the drive meter. He's like, thanks for it. Staying in the green. Oh, he's building meter in the process, but the knee was too short. Again, I'm not sure if that was a result of the most recent change or not. I know it had some nerfs to the sway aspect of it as the hurt box, but I don't know about the hitbox aspect.
I would imagine he kind of used that as a setup to get himself into SPD range.
Most likely you're correct, I think.
Oh. They trade off too? And 100% ready for it. And I like this usage of the level 3. That burnout is going to be pretty much there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Just about there. The damage on top of it too. Brutus not going to really have a great time trying to escape, at least trying to utilize a level 2. The trade combo again in favor of NL. Back-to-back trade combos in pure destructive form. Game 1 for NL, no remorse. No losses.
I love that from NL right there.
Playing the first, just like I said, he's very active. Like he got you with 2 trade frame traps. Whenever you do perfect parry, try jumping sometimes because he has a heavy fireball game right now.
Yeah, JB got him with that too. Like after a perfect parry, he got him with that.
You were winning with the standing heavy punch too. The moment you use the hop kick, you started losing.
A little bit of a head shake there from NL.
He's like, bruh, I gotta look at this jolly giant.
And so far, it's been this kind of introduction until they start swinging up close, right? But NL, he's looking for that first encounter. That first knockdown is everything for an Akuma player.
That's great stuff. That's why he's charging the fireball right there as well. Not let Brutus just stand fierce through them for free. It's only got 1 point of armor, as you can see there. So it's only one hit, he'll blow through it. Again, Brutus opting for the blue stuff. Oh, a little bit late on that parry.
A little bit of a minigame going on too. How are you going to avoid the fireballs as Brutus via parry, via fierce? Oh, that punish counter is going to be so significant. Again, he caught NL trying to move out of the way. That wasn't a true combo at all. You saw the headbutt coming in for the big reset and also the big destruction. Give me the double suplex.
Such a great meter build off that as well. That's why he goes for the German as the round ender right there on the DP punish. Super smart from Brutus, optimizing every situation. Oh yeah, off the drive rush knee from that range, it looked like it hit towards the later part of the active frames. Oh, Demon Raid, we out.
It's a punishment after. Right now it's Tatsu, a little bit of the frame kills, getting the throw, gets to move on in there. The overhead does connect. Drive rush addition as well. Level 3 could have been a factor, but NL is feeling pretty confident. He's looking to save his meter, forward throw, and overhead will kill.
Oh, and Brutus trying for the regular throw right there. Honestly, if a throw connected, then Akuma was in range to die from CA. So, you know, don't blame him for going for it.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Would have had the corner as well if he got the back throw off. The sweep. Brutus has been representing a lot of stand fierce, right? It is vulnerable to lows. So maybe NL was looking for something like that as well with the sweep usage.
And now we've seen that exact reset moment where Brutus tried to go in for the headbutt. NL opted not to move. I'd imagine if Brutus gets that opening again, do you think an SPD is going to come out or he's going to go straight for the headbutt again?
I think the SPD is coming out the next time. Honestly, tries to parry up the Demon Raid follow-up. The overhead again. NL goes back to that well, coming up with a bucket of water and a W. 2-0 over Brutus like that.
NL, 2 games. So Brutus is nil. Really, really unfortunate. Again, there have been really, really great shining moments where Brutus had actually caught NL's defensive options. But more or less, the story is when Akuma knocks you down, it is so difficult to get him to back off.
Yeah.
Truly.
And honestly, I feel like this after watching this match. I felt like it after watching Brutus versus Punk. I feel like Brutus is giving his opponents a little too much credit. Like when he has the level 3 super, I think he's expecting his opponents to bait it out hard, and they haven't really been doing that. NL turned up the aggression. He was willing to spin the risk on the overhead multiple times while Brutus had the level 3. Punk was similar. He was getting in his face. He was using drive rush cancel pressure, and he wasn't scared to get level 3'd. I think Brutus just was like, no way these guys are going to put themselves at a risk like that in these scenarios, but they have. So I want to see if he evolves throughout the course of SFL. See if he starts risking those level 3s when they're close like that, because otherwise he's going to keep getting bullied.
And now moving on to the third set of the team battles. The very final match of our day here in episode 2 of Street Fighter League US. Ajax Fidelity going up against DCQ is now up on deck to face off against Ajax Fidelity. I think both these cats were introduced into Street Fighter League at the same time. Perhaps.
I believe you're correct on that one for sure, and they've been kind of staples of the scene going forward, or of the league, I should say. And honestly, DCQ, he's come up clutch in a lot of moments. He's been in these environments. He's been in this atmosphere. Mr. Easy Cake himself. I'm expecting him to be real comfortable in this scenario. Ajax Fidelity. He's been around the block a few years now, right? He's kind of achieving that veteran status. I'm looking for him to make a big leap in this SFL. Mono brought you back, right? As part of the Puerto Rican squad, as part of the Puerto Rican pride. It's time for him to step up and become a tier 1 player himself. Let's get into it. Ajax versus DCQ for the set.
Man, these guys are swinging. You would have thought this was a bug check as well, but it's definitely not. Both players trying to swing from the mid-range. Ajax Fidelity getting the first strike too. Checking the walk back from DCQ also. Big punish counter off the scissors. Look at the amount of damage you get, but also the mileage on this man. No limits.
Psycho Crusher immediately after, right? Just making the most of that Psycho Mine again, implanting him with it. DCQ knows where his bread is buttered, fam. Oh, you got caught reaching. That's a quick lesson.
DCQ is so fast, he's so explosive, man. It's the exact type of pace that we were expecting from him. It's really up to Ajax to kind of like stunt that and to suppress, excuse me, the momentum away from DCQ, but that's not impossible, I feel like, for the most part.
Yeah, look at this. He's like, I know my win condition, bro, is to get this mine on you. Has consistently just looked for those type of conversions. Now throw loops to catch Ajax. Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
The conditioning is working out. Tried it one more.
Totally understandable.
Yeah, put the onus on the opponent. Make them do something different, right? Don't fry your own brain trying to figure out when the opponent's going to switch it up. And again, right, the drive rush throw. Oh! And he knew when the strike throw risk is even, he's going to reach. And, man, DCQ just walking back, punishing the throw tech attempt. Beautiful conditioning in round one.
Dude, he has been so impressive. His overall journey from like his previous game into Street Fighter 6, like I think his overall understanding of the player's mental and what they're anticipating is so above a lot of other players. Like, even if it's, so let's say it's not. Like, say it's like, oh, maybe it's like about the same as like a Mena RD or a Punk. I feel like he displays it in a different way in comparison. Like
100%.
He knows exactly what to go for certain sequences just based off of reads alone.
Yeah, he has a unique way of manipulating his opponent and really exploiting their habits. Like, there's a traditional way of doing it in fighting games. The DCQ finds his own interesting take on it. It is really cool to watch.
Yeah. Again, he masks it pretty well. There's so many different things that he does on offense to make you act a certain way on defense. And now you can see his conditioning over with the overhead, right? Like, you're going to see that, how it plays a vital part into later ventures into the round, if we even get there.
Yeah, and all those throws in that previous round, right? The throw loops, even in this round as well. That's what caught Ajax reaching. Oh, no, try for the charge fierce. It was a good idea to get out of the corner at the very least.
Yeah, that's something that will just kind of zoom right over there.
Nice. Let's go, Ajax.
Ajax Fidelity. Show him life 2 with the round.
That's what I'm talking about. Give me a heartbeat, bro.
Oh, no.
Ajax, I don't mind the idea just swinging afterwards, but DCQ wasn't really ready for a follow-up. I'm ready for that follow-up, though. The mine popping as soon as the scissor kick connects. One more mine, you dead, boy.
Bang.
Oh, this.
That's a perfect 2. Both sitting at level 3. Immediately out the gate. DCQ just running into.
And Ajax, he didn't have the conversion ready right there. You gotta have those on deck at this level.
It's so tough. Walk-offs having medium punch to trade off to just running into the forward heavy punch. Ajax Fidelity slowly trying to make his way out of the corner because DCQ just been so aggressive. And now utilizing some of his own gauge to move on forward. A big counter poke from Ajax.
That's nice. It's a huge reward. Ajax feeling very confident off that hit. Going to spin the full level 3. He's going to take the health and drive gauge advantage because of it. But DCQ still locked and loaded. One drive rush cancel is all he needs to put this round away.
One important tag. DCQ is also just one touch away. He does have critical art on deck. He's looking for a little bit of a flinch. The back throw now to force that error. He can do it again if he wants to.
He's identified. Oh my, what a throw bait! DCQ luring Ajax Fidelity into the exact trap he wanted to implement.
Was that jump in normal and then immediate OD head stomp?
I think he walked forward like a tiny bit, like a frame or two, and then did OD head stomp, but yes, it was very quick. Like, he put you in a position where you had to guess, and he was like, I know what you gonna guess, bro. Just like the first game, right? Once you get to the point where the throw and strike are even in terms of consequence, that's when people start taking the most.
And I think he put himself in a really great position too because it was OD version of the head stomp. So either way, he wasn't really going to be losing that battle, hit or block.
Yeah, exactly right. He's still plus anyways. Even if Ajax didn't reach in that instance, that's super smart layered offense from DCQ. Such a cool way to shut that down. Ooh, you see the little micro walk back again.
So smooth with it too, man.
Yeah, he's hyperware. He's so confident, man. You can really just feel confidence oozing off of his play. Every time you see this dude pick up the sticks.
He's one of the most hardworking individuals that we don't really get to highlight as often.
Yeah.
One of the biggest stats that we could ask for. That overhead, again, we talked about some of the conditioning from earlier on. Plenty of damage in the combo for the level 1. Now looking at match point, Ajax is getting picked apart round by round.
This is nuts, man. Trying for the anti-air, but again, the spacing has just been so on point for DCQ. Look at the walk-in, walk-outs, staying outside that crouch light kick range. Look at this, respecting the flicker buttons from Ajax.
I think it's the first time we've seen a little bit of a slowdown in terms of DCQ's pace. The backdash to avoid the throw coming in from DCQ, but Ajax has got to leave. Let's see if he can make a little bit more out of that.
I think he's got to start digging deep here, right? Ajax back against the wall and not afford to drop another round. Implants the mind. He's trying to be aggressive about it, but we're going to force the plus frames with the Psycho Crusher. Oh, too far for the throw that time. Ajax, he's not going to go into OD Blitz nor level 2, though. A little surprised by that, but a big tag on the OD Flicker conversion.
Oh! This might be pretty huge. We got the Psycho Mine. Watch out for this overhead. No, it's going to be the forward throw. What if he does it? Combo perhaps. There was the attempt!
Ooh, he tried to time it, but it doesn't matter. DCQ wraps up the game, wraps it up for his team. Fighting Spirit gonna take this one over Red Rooster on the back of DCQ.
That is 5 wins straight for the Fighting Spirit squad. And 2 straight against Brutus. Now DCQ 3-0 against Ajax. Wow. Very, very impressive. I think if you look at it for the entirety of the home team, all the anchor matches have been 3 games straight.
Wow, you're right. Yeah.
Punk got his versus 2. Kaba got his versus Noah. DCQ following suit.
Wow, that's huge, right? And that really, I think, illustrates part of the home advantage, right? Having the ability to pick the opponent, pick the counter matchup. That's the most important in that anchor position. When we get to the 3 out of 5 match, that's worth 20 points instead of 10. And man, did the anchor positions today come through more than you could have asked for.
Truly, man. And as much as I am a fan of Ajax Fidelity, we're really starting to see DCQ sort of step it up, right? Not only just on an international scale, but also bringing the heat over to SFL. You start to really see how much he's leveled up his game. Bandits versus Red Rooster. Meta RD is the first choice. I didn't see this coming at all.
Yeah, I was curious about who they would put up here because they have a few zoners they can stick in front of Aki, but maybe Mena just kind of wants to lead the charge here and say captain versus captain, just throw hands, you know? I mean, yeah, also Mena has a DJ problem. I've heard, you know, a lot of people talk about that, and that's Mono's old character, so obviously that could be an option as well, but yeah, I expect that we'll see Blanca versus Aki.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny too, like just seeing the fact that his overall thoughts into picking characters or picking players for his team are the ones that he makes sure he doesn't have to ever face off against. So him picking up Zhen for his team was a pretty big brain play, and I love to see him kind of like being implemented in certain spots too. Just looking at that roster too, like with Kaba, Luiman, and Zhen, all 3 of those cats could still play at anchor pretty well on either side. I think like I want to say Luiman would probably play like on the home side a little bit more than he would on the away side. I don't want to put like I wouldn't want to put a Dalsim on the away side open for the counter pick.
Yeah, I think it's the exact same thing with the other squad and Zangief with Brutus, right? Like it's like the same kind of thing you have to think about. Dalsim's a pretty susceptible character to that. He's definitely like a secret weapon character you stick in front of matchups that you don't want to deal with, and you can just put him in that spot and be like, cool, we can just send him out whenever we want. So it makes a lot of sense, I think, for this side.
Yeah, we had him actually, a little bit of sidebar for Red Rooster. Going into day 1, Brutus was the anchor going up against Punk the God. Towards the end of that, Brutus actually
let's get this shit, Mono.
Let's go, Mono.
You got it.
It just goes to show you like the power of being on the home side in comparison. But we'll see how it goes out. Red Rooster, Mono versus Bandits, Mena RD, team battle 1.
Yeah, an immediate drive rush there after a little bit of dancing. I like kind of that, you know, change of pace, right? Mono being the one to try to strike first, but Mena's a really hard player to beat in basically every aspect of his game plan. His offense is run really smoothly, the way he kind of thinks about the game and then structures everything. He's so hard to be right against because he just understands the game and what you want to do around the systems very well.
Nice.
To the driver forward from Aki to the low medium kick, a great poking tool, but Mena RD has gotten so much damage just based off of his throws alone. And now mixing up the approach too. The last couple of times Mena RD had just gone for drive rush throw and back-to-back throws. Mono is taking so much damage. Again, man, throw's got to be the MVP of this round.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the thing, right? Like this character, her defensive options are weak to throw. It's an option that you want to represent like pretty often, and honestly, I mean, I like that he did it so much there because it just says, hey, please start teching, right? And he was looking for it right there. And that time tries to get out with the snake step and just in a bad spot now. Oh my, what a buffer. Level 3 available, by the way. Goes out for the Blanca Chen instead.
Oh, Hella Death incoming. Hella Death incoming, excuse me. Going for the full level 3, unnecessary roughness.
He's using his offense against you. I need you to represent
he's doing it in the suit, by the way.
He's using a lot of
in the Blanca Chen outfit with the little one on deck. Oh, perfect right there. Very clean play from Mena, and I basically, you know, this is the kind of way he plays, right? Very structurally sound. He runs all those throw offense and then finally finds one bait, makes it happen, gets the huge punish on that. Starts with the birdie EX chain grab at the beginning of the round, aka the Blanca one. Oh, jump back ball hits the drive rush. A lot of drive gauge gone early from Mena, but if his offense works, he'll get that drive gauge back, so.
Trying to apply the Orchid, does run into it, but he's just taking a little bit of life too, just ticking down, but more importantly, if he does get a clean hit, if Mono gets a clean hit on MenRD, it could lead to a fat combo, but MenRD hitting it with just raw Blanca ball from like further out. How did that even happen?
Yeah, pulled up, went for the overhead, and now just lots of pressure here in the corner.
Nice.
Oh, the EX ball gets thrown.
That hit on start, that grabbed him out of starter? That's crazy.
It's a big spot here for Mono. Has the corner, puts himself in burnout, and that's going to be huge. Yeah, really nice check right there, both in burnout. But he misses the combo.
Dropped the input for the level 2.
Oh, nice.
It is weird to punish. Yeah, it's a weird thing to punish, especially without drive gauge to, you know, parry drive rush at the end or something like that. So maybe one of those instances. But level 2 pop here going to be good for Mena. Has the corner positioning afterwards as well. You get the setup here with the dull, and yeah, just throw again, representing that option over and over, knowing that Aki's weak to this.
That's so much drive gauge taken away from Mono already.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to try to play guess against the Blanca Chan. There's no way. Another perfect on the board. Looking at match point for MenRD.
Yeah, kind of an unfortunate spot there. And I mean, even if that wasn't going to kill, Chip was going to be a problem there afterwards. So pretty rough spot to be. Plus frames going for that throw again and harassing all day.
This option just works so well against
Oh, man. Good parry on the drive rush, and now offense looking so good for Mena here. Another throw into the corner, and you don't want to tech, because if you tech and you're wrong, you're just going to die. But how many of these are you going to eat before you choose to?
How does he guess it right, too? That back medium kick has hit Mono almost every single time. The lightning beast coming out. You're going to set up the Blanca Chan? Of course you are.
And for another throw there. This is the chance. One opportunity here, and the ball just mid-screen like that.
Ajax Fidelity with the Ed coming up against Louis Man, number 20.
I like this pick. The Dalsum choice into Ed, right? I think this is a matchup where typically Ed wants to hold space. He wants to be the slow, steady mid-range character of the game. And I think characters like this can tend to struggle with matchups where they don't get to be the one who dictates the pace. Dalsum is a really nice choice here. I like that this is the matchup that they're choosing to go with, both for player and also because now you have to force Sim to just chill, hang out, and then you have to go get him as Ed, which is not really his specialty.
Right, it's kind of similar to what we have over in like Street Fighter League Japan, right? It's only like Torimeshi and YC Mochi, the only 2 Dalsums. They're in like separate leagues too, so it's just like, man, they're the only ones kind of representing that hand to face off against the military of Ed.
Right.
And it's actually kind of interesting to see how that's developed. I think a lot of the Ed players have been really struggling to face off against this character because of how often Dalsum gets to dictate that pace. I think you have a very valid point where, you know, these limbs are going to be outranging Ed majority of the time. I think the versatility with the different angles of fireballs also give Ed a little bit of a hard time.
For sure.
But the float primarily, being able to reset the timing against Ed and kind of get away from the flicker and also like the spark into the fireball is a pretty significant deal in terms of controlling the pace.
Yeah, it is not easy for Ed to attack those angles. He has to be a bit committal. His drive rush is good, but, you know, float is the ultimate equalizer to most characters. That's kind of how Dalsum plays mid-range. You know, in the last game and in this game, it's just such a nice thing for him to have. And it's very difficult for Ed to deal with, you know, the angle that he's just going to hold on the screen here. Not only that, but you have all the anti-fireball stuff. You have the teleport from Sim. You have the slides as well. You have the floats into the heavy kicks or whatever you want to do to beat him trying to jump at you, or heavy punch if you're trying to approach. There's just a lot of good stuff to have here, and I'm curious if Ajax is going to make it in, you know, kind of make it happen on offense here.
I did get to talk to Louis Man just the other week and kind of ask him how he felt about the changes, the initial changes that we've seen from Dalsum. He had a big grin on his face. Like, I don't think people are ready.
Yeah, Sim got a lot of good stuff in the patch that they put out, which I think people have gotten a little bit more used to since it's happened, which is nice. And right here, look at this. EX Fireball gives you all that screen space back. And by the time, you know, like Ed gets to play the game again, he got his drive gauge back. Wow, that was an expensive spend on offense there from Ajax. And yeah, that anti-air means that now you're probably most likely not only cornered here, but burnout very soon.
Jesus is very close to it. Ajax Gets himself into the corner too. Luiman now trying to suppress any sort of movement, but the forward fierce getting a lot of mileage from Ajax.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good option to hop in, try to take some space. It's not a button he has to hit as much in other matchups, but in this one it makes a lot of sense.
Right back.
Out of burnout. It was really not a factor.
Still as active as ever. Again, Ajax is not really afraid to spend that meter to kind of close the gap. I think he's been one of the more aggressive heads that we've seen. I'm not too sure about that one, but hey, a lot of great damage racking up. That's gonna be dead.
Yeah, I think that's the idea for Dawson now is like, you just do your level 1 and you're like, what are you gonna do about it, right? It's minus, but huge pushback. So like, what are you gonna do about the, the situation? The answer for most characters is not much, right? So. Oh, Ajax really smothering here. Oh, correct on defense with the jump back drill. Doesn't get a big completion. And yeah, same thing, the buffer from that crouching medium punch.
Slide over, got a flinch. Ajax actually responding very late with the uppercut.
Oh, smacking him a little bit of damage, and honestly, these are really gonna add up here. Oh, Comet's coming down now too. Fireball on the ground, big chilling down here. Runs into that normal 2. No drive rush cancel, but that'll do it. Okay. Heavy punch for the kill. Saving that meter as well, which is going to be an important one. Dawson spent a couple of level 1s already. No meter from Ajax, which is one of the things that Ed is, kind of the best at using. Oh, this is a big
that is huge.
Yeah.
Got him on the landing frames too. Setting things up with a drive rush fierce. Forward throw now as he's back towards the corner. Luiman can't really make a move just yet. Are we going to see maybe a backdash, maybe a drill? That only happens if Ajax decides to let off and not throw out a normal.
Nice. Good cleanup. Clean round.
Heavy punch, heavy blitz, level 3. Keep it nice and simple and safe for that tournament environment. Love the combo choice. First game there with the perfect for Ajax.
He's been so aggressive too, and it's finally paid off. So much mileage from the drive rush forward, just trying to close that gap initially. Luiman, I think that was really on him in that last round, not really making a move off of that initial jump back, just falling susceptible to whatever it is that Ajax felt like doing. Drive rush forward, catch up upon landing. That felt really, really bad to see from the side of Luiman because he had no chance to play immediately afterwards.
Yeah, typically that's kind of what you expect in this matchup. Oh my, Ajax doing a good job pushing the pace though. It's not easy to do against Sim in general. I think particularly for this character, nice. The combo off this side swap and went for the bait. Oh my, man, that is quite the reversal of fates. You're just in the corner looking like it's gonna be a bad spot.
Oh my god.
Kick pickup.
Rained on that shit.
Oh, out of the air though, unfortunate. Otherwise could have been big damage on that.
Yeah, this far on offense, Ajax has been really peppering the normal, just keeping a lot of the meaties there against Luiman. And Luiman, he's still trying to use movement as an option on defense. Although he gets the pace so for a while actually. He's got mid-screen control, he's got all the life in the world, he still has drive gauge. It's going to be a big problem for Ajax. The chip could be imminent, and it's going to be it. Yeah, toasting them up on the aim.
Yeah, that spot's up. What are you going to do? Burnt out against Dawson mid-screen? Like, yeah, it's really difficult. Everything just becomes more difficult to manage. You don't have your meter to challenge. Wow, what a bait. And that's kind of what you need to do as Dawson. You need to frustrate someone, put them in burnout, kind of just, take advantage of it, use those awesome neutral tools that you have to slow the pace of the match down. Nice pickup again.
God, that's so cool. Dude, that is actually a sick combo. I know it's not like something crazy, but he kicks you 3 times into a sweep. It's pretty cool.
Dawson makes you hype for a 3-hit combo. You're like, all right, that was pretty cool. Oh, that's a big find, though. Finally has some offense here. Is there a button? It looked like it. It was a throw. Oh, man, out of the corner. Now you're big chilling here, too, if you're a Luiman. You just hang out, anti-air, look for chip. Don't have to commit to too much. Yeah, just big vibe, and although that's a huge find for Ajax, just the mash out on the jab. One apiece, just like that.
He's really earning his keep. I gotta say, like, a lot of the times we kind of talk about the relationship between Menardi and Luiman. Mena has said it a bunch of times over. I wouldn't have had him on my team if he didn't earn it. And it feels like right now, the way he's been playing in some of these weekly events, he's definitely earned that spot.
Yeah, he's super solid. And this is a really nice character matchup to have. Particularly, you mentioned the Army of Eds. There's so many Ed players around in this, right? So, both in this and Japan, this character is really popular. If you want to play a mid-range, kind of footsie character, I mean, he's the one to play in this season. Punish on that. Head damage on the drive versus punish. Not super high, but he gets a safe jump.
That trade-off could have been a little bit worse.
Out of there, but ready for it. And the juggle was high enough for him to get the light punch blitz after.
Get him off. Get that drive reversal in. Spark being able to reset that time. We talked about that flow. Luiman kind of like avoid some of the fireballs. Now he's hailing a
That's
forward into the uppercut.
What?
Past the fireball. I love that. The reaction and the idea alone from Ajax Fatality. Now look at that match.
Nice, good start.
He's off. very aggressively yet again, as he should.
Oh, that's a big block. Can get a side swap here as well, which is huge for Sim. This is a rough spot for Ed now. Down a lot of drive gauge. Empty jump, I love the idea.
Christ. Who flinched?
Oh, definitely us. We both flinched, I think, on that one.
Oh, that roundhouse just occupies so much of that space, too. Ajax is going to find a way around it.
I love the charge flicker. We haven't seen that too much, and there hasn't been a lot of like drive impacts or threats on it yet, so. Ooh, that drive gauge. Waiting for the anti-air. Missed the DP. You saw the whiff jab. Oh, no. This is a rough spot. And it just hits heavy punch. Very scary stuff. But final game, final round between these two, just like that.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 3 bars to both their names. Let me see the blood. Let me see the fist flying, dude. Who gets that first big hit?
Oh, this is big now, too. Sim adding up on that damage. The fireball's out for the shield to protect himself on the way in. Drive gauge back to full already, so he can just do it again soon. Oh, drive rush in, gets stuffed. Drills spaced really well there as well.
Forward Fierce does find the connection. Ajax, what do you do about after this level 1? Do you drive on forward? Yes, you do. Forward throw. What's the meaty situation like?
Oh, reversal jab, even on hit right there, and almost burnt out his Ed, so he's going to have to find a way to spend some meter soon. Yeah, you see, going for that crouching heavy kick into the light flicker. This is big. Level 3 gives him all his drive gauge back. Not quite the kill, but a really good spot here for Ajax.
Drive reversal. Good fix
on in there. Yep. The drive reversal does count. Buimon creating some space for himself. Ajax, what do you do when he's airborne like that? You can't let the bald man fly like that. Oh, and he's burnt out. Critical art could be a big problem. Oh, the chip is imminent. He's going to get it. He sure does. Buimon, insane rebuttal coming in and out of the corner.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a grind of a matchup, too. To be in the last spot, to have to win this many games against Guile, as Ken, you know, trying to approach in this, it could be kind of a bit of a grind to get in there against, I think, most characters against Guile, but yeah, I mean, I'm very curious about this, and I also think Kaba, you know, pulling up, he's a really solid, well-rounded player. He's tough to beat, basically for anybody, right? He's a world-class competitor, so we'll have to see if Ariel's ready to just pull up, get the job done here. He has a lot of tricky stuff. I feel like he's a player that has a lot of, you know, he can play solid, he can play tricky, he can play scrappy, he can play just like very fundamental. He has a lot of ways to play, and he's got those like tricky DI resets he likes to do a lot in the corner.
Man.
He loves that kind of stuff. So those are the kinds of things you have to scout if you're team Bandits here, and particularly if you're.
I've never been more afraid of setups in my life than watching
Yeah, he's got a lot of tricky stuff that he likes to do, and I think Ken has a lot of opportunity to do that kind of stuff, right? So. Love that right there. Immediate flash kick right through, and you know, fireball drive rush, it's the goods. That's how you have to approach in a matchup like this. And a big bait right away, stripping the drive gauge. Love that choice right there. This spot sucks, man. Dealing with Jin Rise and Dragon Lashes in the corner when you're burnt out against Ken, it's not an easy place to be.
Just like that. Just needed one more throw to get that first round. Pretty aggressive, I must say. That EX fire, sorry, the OD fireball, just being able to strip away Guile's booms. Okay, that was actually mad far. That actually is mad unfortunate that the rest of it didn't hit.
Yeah, didn't go for the launcher, actually. I'm surprised about the follow-up. This is a bad spot now, again, too. In the corner, gets for the round pretty soon here. Ken about to have 3 meters and has full drive gauge to extend. Actually had the hit for a second there. And yeah, that's a guaranteed punish on the Jinrai. Also gives you a lot of space, so good for Kaba. The drive impact, he just sends it, and he's able to build the level 3. This should be an easy peasy cash out.
Fucking clean, Uriel.
Yeah.
My man, the drive rush at the tip of like the DI that hit. That is rough. Uriel Valorio, you literally preface it with, man, he can be really tricky with some of the DI setups. That one I felt like was plain as day. It's like, he's coming at me, I gotta be prepared for it. Uh-oh, I'm over 30, this is gonna hit me.
Yeah, that's what happens, man.
Is Kaba over 30?
Yeah, you know, he didn't react, so I'm gonna say he might be getting there. Yeah, he might be getting there.
Survey says he's on the board.
You know, you boot up for ranked online, their title up there says Street Fighter 2 fan, you just drive impact him, you know? And then later on, you see a tweet from James Chen about it, and you're like, oh, that was him? That's how you know.
Think about the eyes.
The way my brain works, I just can't drive impact him back. That's me too, James. Don't worry.
I love James.
That's me too.
It doesn't matter what monitor I have. It's just going to be like so bad for me.
He didn't DI that back either. I mean, maybe that's the strat.
Nice.
James Chen strats here in Street Fighter League. Oh, too far. Little walk back. stripping the drive gauge, level 1, sets up the fireball. It's very scary though if whoever builds 2 drive gauge first here, basically that run DP. Oh man. Oh, he's trying to get in.
A lot of boots. Right into the stone. Oh, that was actually mad awkward. That could have been towards the such an awkward angle too. Look at Guile move with that low move. It's so deceptive. He like slightly moves forward. It's so weird. And low profiles like crazy.
A lot of time you can get flash kick after 2, even if you jump it. Even if it's on the other side. Holding space a lot better though so far. Yeah, and that is all your drive gauge, but the offense right into the corner. So if this works out, could be good here. Wow, light kick into the heavy Dragon Lash. I like that idea.
He's kind of tricky when it comes to stealing turns, man.
Yeah. Safe jump here, stripping drive gauge. Very close to being burnt, and I love the jump.
Good read. And the backdash. Excellent read right back. The rebuttal from Kaba, level 1. Set up with maybe a Sonic Crossbow. It's going to be a regular boom. Then the cross comes out just in case he tries to run DP again. And yeah, the solid lockdown, medium kick to stop the air approach. Or so we thought. You might have just died. Okay, maybe not.
Not with this combo, for sure. Didn't spend the level 3 on this and now has no level 2. Chip is a big problem. Oh no, Guile's gonna win this. Yeah, he was forced, right? Guile was gonna win the fireball and the Sonic Blade into the boom. So forced into that run DP to try to make it through the fireball.
That was actually kind of crazy. Was there, man, see, this is why I need that the replays, right? Going into it, like just kind of see what other route he could have taken to go into level 3.
Replay takeover, that's what it's for.
It's so sick.
Yeah, replay takeover is
so sick. I'm still losing to those matchups that I play, but man, it still feels cool.
Yeah, it's good to know that there's a reality. It's like when you're in the shower and you're like, oh, you know what I could have said? And then it's like that in real life. You can just check and go back and see what you could have done as a better combo. I like the side swap here. Oh, jump in, but if it was a heavy kick, it would have been good.
Yeah, I don't know about the fierce though.
Yeah, maybe not on back roll.
We've seen Ryukichi actually kind of do something like that, but actually just go for like a double dash forward for the pressure more so than kind of like the damage. He just wants to optimize that situation of like threatening with beating, getting the side switch, etc.
Yeah, prioritizing the like knockdown pressure I think is not a bad idea for sure. Stripping that drive gauge. That's the problem. Like, all right, so you block Jinrai and then you EXT. That was sick.
A jerk for that one, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. That was actually the sickest thing. I teched on that. That was actually
El velorio special, baby.
And then you flash kick it, and it costs you 2 bars, and then he just wakes up and like jumps at you, and then you're like, you know, you get punish countered, and now you're down 3 drive gauge or whatever, right? So sometimes it could be like, oh, you get the punish on Jinrai, but you immediately get your drive gauge beat up anyway.
It's science. It's mathematical.
It's math. Yeah. Math says, oh, that's out of the corner. That's not math.
I think that's science.
Yeah,
that's where science comes in. Yeah. How does the fire come from the boots?
I don't know. This is a side swap again. Yeah. Okay. I like the jump in, taking the pressure. You're mentioning that earlier. That idea instead of just going for the heavy DP or something after. Oh no, not again.
This is tough too. In critical territories, but doesn't have the critical to follow up with, like a critical art, I should say. Only a level 1. Standing your ground. Overhead doesn't catch, but still Kaba throwing up a DI. I like it.
Very interesting. I wonder what he was scouting with driving back there. It ended up working out in the light kick and a Jinrai, but oh, this is a big combo to the corner. Oh, misses!
Oh, to the window. Oh my god, to the boost.
Yeah, your poor drive gauge gets beat up by this combo too. So now you're like, you know, full screen against Guile with not a lot of drive gauge to work with. Forced into making a couple of bad guesses here before you get burnt out. We'll see what the choice is going to be.
On to the other side. Kaba's trying to set up the fireball.
He's being a little cautious. He's you know, afraid of that run DP or like EX fireball, drive rush, stuff like that, right? So
makes a lot of sense. From this range, do you think Oriole's going to be spending any sort of OD fireball? No, he's already actually kind of closed the gap, right?
Oh.
Back throw.
Heartbreaker. Do you go for the drive impact here? Risk getting perfect parried is the question. It seems like Kaba, the answer is no, just walks back slow and steady with that Sonic Boom. So 2-1 just like that. We'll see what the adjustment's going to be. I feel like most of his approaches looked awesome, but it's on Kaba to make the response, right? It's on him to be second and find good answers, and so far he's done that pretty well.
And with 2-1 thus far, Elio Velorio is going to take some time out to kind of figure this strategy. Oh, the character, sorry, the costume change-up. Now he's actually playing with fire. This is actually the way he'd want to go out.
Look at those eyebrows.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on
It's
there.
too much. I just don't understand like why like the rest of his hair is like a different color than his eyebrows are just like jet black.
He must bleach it, right?
100%. But bleaching your facial hair is like
Yeah, that's a lot.
seems like a lot.
That's a lot. Oh, punish. Yeah. Gambling with those dragon lashes. I think, you know, it's just kind of the thing you feel like you have to do against Guile sometimes.
Yo, he just swayed out of the way. The backdash away from the stand roundhouse. This guy Cobb, he's moving.
He had the Guile just cool. He just got out of there. He's like, whatever.
Yeah. I didn't know he could move like that.
Chilling. Man, Kaba is holding down back and vibing.
Doesn't need to overextend. He can just throw out some of the Sonic boots. He has the normal kind of freeforward stuff. Rio gets closer. This is like the Kaba round that we've been, that he's been looking for the entire set.
Yeah, and when you fight a Guile that's locked in like this, it really just feels like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want from the game?
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you're just like, what is my objective here? How am I going to beat this guy?
Overhead is blocked. The moments of aggression coming in from Kaba, I think Oriol does a pretty decent job of staving off the offense. Oh! Oh no! No, that I will lunch!
It hurts your brain. Oh, that's big though. Take the corner here. Double dash, yeah, going for offense now. This is a huge chance for Oriol here. Heavy Gen Rai that time. Notice there was no EX flash kick. Very smart. Oh. Wow, he's really testing him.
Jesus.
One hit can do it though. All he needs is one. Had the jab hit, didn't go for it. In burnout now. Uh-oh. Kaba with the hit.
Getting a little bit too overzealous with some of those jabs, man.
And chip is now going to be a problem quite soon as well.
Oh, you know that's roundhouse into solid puncher. No way.
Big challenge. Kaba had that look on his face like, this guy thought. Very, very smart stuff. Obviously, that was the gamble he needed, right? He needed something like that to get the job done. Kaba, solid. The rock for this team in that anchor position. Looking very, very good and clutching things up here for Bandits. Interesting stuff. I like that choice. I think having a Kimberly in the back pocket is really good, by the way. She's a character that can kind of throw people off. She's not super popular in a lot of ways, and she's not like a character you expect to sort of be dominant, but she's so nice for formats like this. We kind of talked about it earlier with Dulcim and then other characters like Zangief and stuff. Having that choice to counterpick with a character like this is really nice, I think.
We'll see it in the hands of Psycho, too. One of the best Kimberly players to ever do it in the States. It'll be very interesting. Damn. All right, well, that was a little bit short-lived. Trying to get a little bit of a poke there. Standing medium kick gets blown up sky high. Now it's Oil King with the pressure, a couple of the jabs, spinning mix. How does he control the pressure, too? How does he control the escape option, I should say?
What a reaction there from Oil King. There was no anti-air I'm surprised about after the backdash. Oh, out of the corner, but of course, that tricky wall escape makes it so tough to keep Rashid there. Oh, too far. Offense now. And Psycho doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to keep this up. Nice. That's a good find.
Meaty.
Yeah. Didn't spend any drive gauge on that either, which is big, which is why you can get this pressure in the corner here. Uh-oh. This is starting to look scary for Oil King now. Oh, went for the EX Arabian Sky High to get out of there. No chase down, and now Psycho just walking him down in the middle of the screen.
And he was mashing on that crouching heavy punch, too. He was trying to catch that anti-air as much as he could. That sharp elbow could lead into such a big blender for Kim. But not even going to see it in this round. Oil King, nice and easy for the rest of the finish.
Yeah, it is really tough to deal with the escape from Rashid in the corner. Like, I mean, it's the same thing as the last game, right? He just does whatever wall option or not that he wants to do, and it's very, very tricky. Meaty overhead, spending 4 bars on this combo here. Got the hard link as well into the safe jump. Empty low instead. Man, Oil King kind of locked in right now.
He's already been in the 15-degree gamer lean since we started, and now there's a big throw bait, looking at the perfect KO, the strongest we've seen.
You're going to get him with one of those anti-airs, and it's going to book him up. But just keep in mind in neutral, like, he is not a patient player. You do not need to be the one initiating. You can wait for him to kill himself.
He doesn't have like the confidence coming out of it. He needs to get some of these games in, some of these reps in, and I'm glad that he's getting it early. It sucks that it's at the cost of Psycho, because I think he's extremely talented as well.
Yeah, I like what we're seeing so far, too. Yeah, Oil King is so tricky. This is something I think about him. He's like a very insistent player, and he has a lot of like ways to make you fall into sort of the trap that he's setting, you know? That's kind of what I always think about his play is like, you know, he's always down to send it on EXDP, but he's also always down to just put you in weird spots and be like, do you know how to stop this? And then get tricky.
I think between the two, I mean, like I've seen like him and JB previously as well. I feel like somewhat similar styles. I think Oil King is willing to spend that meter a little bit more than that. The drive gauge, I mean.
He just backs up. He's playing it nice and safe, but...
Oh! didn't say cross up.
That was messed up. That is hard to see, and he gets clipped here. Doesn't go for any kind of resets in a drive impact or anything. Cans out.
Nice,
Is
baby.
nice.
Oh, and the
parry. He was
combo.
ready for the can action.
Good shit, good shit,
Big
good shit.
cycle,
Bring it
no
back.
bomb, no bomb.
Here.
Ooh.
Just enough. Very nicely done there from Psycho. Good awareness on that can to get the pickup afterwards.
I was just gonna say. I knew it was coming. That's one of the things you have to master as a Kimberly player. What happens
Nice.
in that can interaction?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was dirty.
And also,
Armando
you know, scaling the
Mussolini
can a little
is-
different in this patch, right? So it's something that can matter for hits like that as well. A little bit of extra damage goes a long way. Oh, no parry, no checks, just blocks it out. And then, yeah, obviously doesn't want to go for any drive rush cancels because life's a little, or drive gauge is a little low.
Actually kind of rough. Getting a slide from that close. Even
Nice.
Counter hit. Damn, that was a far sweep, but still Oil King recovers. Does get the spinning mixer. Attempted to parry the punish counter now.
Oh,
You good?
just raw drive impact. There was level 3 available as well, which is a little scary. Oil King's going to have to, dump all this bar to get the kill. Very nice. Now, set point for him. Down on meter, though. Psycho with 3 bars. Very, very scary.
So difficult for Psycho to get initiated, right? I think this is the most pensive we've seen him thus far. I know you haven't really been able to see like the first couple of weeks, but again, Psycho, once he gets his mix going, it's so hard to even decipher what to do on defense. We saw a glimpse of that a little bit earlier, right?
That's unfortunate
That
there.
first round for his name.
Uh-oh, 2 in a row. Bad spot in the corner here. Psycho going to have to make some tough decisions on defense very quickly here. And just stays nice and solid. Willing to take another throw, but maybe to the detriment of the set. Oh, the bait and the kill. And yeah, Psycho was just committed for so long there, but after 4 or 5 throws in a row, you know, eventually you feel the urge to do something. It's going to be Akuma, obviously, for NL, and then Chrissy CH is on the Ed. Basically been the standout Ed performer in the US for a bit. So kind of the person I expected to see here. Makes a lot of sense. This match should be a good one. I think one of the hallmarks of this matchup is the air approach, obviously, is a big problem for basically every character in the game, but Ed definitely for sure. His DP is basically double the startup of most in the game, so it makes dealing with situations like this a little weird. However, he does have the medium and heavy DPs that have more range and can catch like the air fireballs or tricky stuff. He doesn't have the best ways to deal with Demon Flip all the time, but he's a pretty reliable way to handle like far jumps and maybe a little less reliable on some other air approaches.
Yeah, I definitely had the luxury of being able to watch Lashar on and off the league. Dude, his control in this matchup is insane with Ed. He's found every spot consistently to stop any sort of demon raid, any sort of air fireball. So he's forcing the Akuma to play the ground game, and it's fucking terrible for them majority of the time.
He swapped, obviously, but like he's the best. Like, I don't know. When I watch him play, I'm very, 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 very impressed.
I'm convinced that he's going to be one of the top dogs in Capcom Cup, at least in like a top 8. I think he's going to make it to top 8. Can have against majority of the cast. Akuma, definitely a certain type of anomaly when it comes to that with the air approach.
Right.
But we've seen that it is possible, right? Overseas, Street Fighter League Japan, Lashar has been the one dominating this exact matchup because of the amount of control he has, both airborne, forcing the ground game against a lot of the Akumas. Let's see if Chrissy CH has that same type of play in him.
Yeah, I think Lashar is just a demon. When I watch him play, I'm so impressed with him. He is just, he's different. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. He's him. For sure. Oh, nice throw bait early from NL, doing a little walk-in, and then little jab crouch light kick confirmed from Chrissy CH right after. Oh, that's high. Yeah, that kick was definitely high up. You can change to the, after you do it, you can pick which version of the dive kick you want to do after, so.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah, it's a cool little way to change the spacing. It's nice for Akuma players, I suppose.
It's so deceptive, too, because you could do like the very shallow demon raid, just not too threatening, then bam, roundhouse dive kick, hit you with the toes. Like, really?
Yeah.
That feels kind of bad.
I like the kind of slow and steady approach that Chrissy CH is going for. Whiff punish, gets the heavy kick after on standing Akuma.
Yep.
One thing that Ed always has to look out for. There's a lot of damage here, by the way. Heavy punch DP at the end. You're mine. Oh, I love it. Just letting Chrissy CH counterpoke and then hitting his own crashing medium kick right after. Very smart there from NL. Oh, he tried to dance on him? Yeah, he was trying to dance and then NL just beat him to the punch. That's a huge block and punish. Should be the kill.
Elevator off of this. Doesn't even matter. That combo wasn't even done off of the fireball. Didn't even need to spend the super art. That could have been uppercut if need be. Heck, it could be the roundhouse Tatsu. Would have been roundhouse Tatsu.
Yeah, Akuma existing in the middle of the screen or in the corner basically means you're dead. This is not the dream combo because we're a little too close to the corner. So just takes the standard route into the safe jump.
Jesus! You're looking at what, 3,900?
Oh,
wow.
Oh, wow, that was a weird heavy kick. It just caught probably a stand tech, I'm guessing, from Chris.
That did so much damage.
Oh, take the side swap. Light blitz afterwards, too. So really good spot now for Chris CCH. Oh, no anti-air.
None at all. Oh!
You're not dead.
I don't
not dead.
Okay.
You're not
I
dead.
trust you.
Man, that is a tough one. First interaction, immediate demon.
This
enough.
sucks. He's not dead!
Oh,
but he is now! That's rough. I get it.
You play it great, honestly.
I actually just forgot he had demon.
Yeah, you playing great in neutral. So like you know he's looking for the demon flip out the corner, maybe try to jump that jab, maybe.
I'm trying to think. I've been beating the EXCPs a couple times, but I feel like he's just gonna do them anyway. So I feel like I should keep doing that.
Yeah, that happened to me at EWC. I baited him all the first game, he didn't do it, and then I didn't bait the second, he did it right away.
It's also kind of swarmy again.
Yeah, I think I was looking to throw bait him too hard. I just gotta look to like hit him out of there.
And wait, watch out for the low forward, the random low forwards and minus situation for him.
I gotta be a little more patient.
Every time I watch him play in any fighting game, basically, he's just really like on it, right? And it's the same thing in Street Fighter 5. Always one of the world's best players on a bunch of different characters. He played Cammy and Akuma, obviously, in the last game. Same kind of thing here, Luke, Akuma.
I still remember his breakout performance back at CEO where he won that event with Cammy.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since then. He's really grown as a player.
All right, committed. Finally got out of that position. Oh, nice. Want to interrupt there. Not a lot of damage, but at least got out of that position. And now that could have been the bait chance.
Oh my God.
Wow, he's got so many responses just ready for all this stuff.
That was kind of funky. Doing the Demon Raid point blank like that.
Yeah.
In preparation for any sort of like response that Chris CCH wanted to do upon wake up. That actually is kind of nasty, but a very expensive start thus far for Adele.
The trade looks a little dangerous, and you know,
again,
every interaction so far feels like it just can't go right for Chris CCH. Just like that, immediate chance at offense. He goes for the EXCP to get out of there. Dream time.
Put his ass in the corner.
From one corner to the other. Double bounce.
It was a little early on the DP, yeah, so he kind of had to drop the combo in the middle there. Does strip the gauge for the burnout. Scary spot. He was a little far. The Demon Blitz snipe spends the level 3.
He don't get no ulti or anything, so. Or I guess he's close enough. He might try to overhead.
We'll see what the guess is going to be. Chris is really low on life. He does have drive gauge, though.
He's about to recover as well. Yes, sir! He busts out! What a risk to take. Jesus, NL!
Probably no surprise that it's Punk on the anchor spot on the Cammy. DCQ anchor spot with M. Bison, the character he's been rocking. Really popular character. I think it makes a lot of sense from most people in tournament. He's pretty straightforward to pick up. He has really powerful offense and control of the match in particular. A little scary on the defensive side of thing, and I think Cammy can give him a lot of problems with her approach, but he just has so much damage, so much pressure, so many plus frames. You know, the ability to slow down the pace of the match with a mine and then just pull up on his own terms is really powerful to have.
I think there's also some subtle moments where like Bison can control the airspace. If you happen to predict the right jump or the right angle going in with the hell attack that leads into massive damage or that cycle mine or both, right?
Right.
I think that could be a little bit problematic too. But Punk, I don't think he's been one to kind of shy away from the challenge in the airborne space.
Yeah, and that's one thing that makes it so scary is like if Bison has charge, maybe he can deal with stuff like that for sure. Oh, and that stand jab, crouch medium punch, the Punk check. He checks everybody with that. Oh, slightly wrong combo choice there from DCQ, didn't work out. Nice neutral jump. Stripping the drive gauge with that level 1, so now he's got one guess to be burnt out or not.
Ooh, and that's a punish counter. It doesn't even matter
That was smart.
if he gets into that burnout because the rest of that damage, we're going to be killing. I like that. Punk. Using the old strat against Bison, this has been a long time tech against him. Neutral jumps have been a bane of his existence because of like the forward momentum moves that he has. Granted, you can counter it with the hell attack, sure, but yeah, it's been a big problem for years.
Yeah, he plays the game horizontally, right? That's kind of what he does. He has like best-in-class approach options in neutral horizontally, but you know, neutral jumping and stuff is a good way to take that out. Man, backdashing again, correct on that choice.
Mine. Damn! Oh, that's
yeah.
hella damage.
Kill me.
We'll see how much he spends here. Level 2 on this, so not the
this one.
kill.
I don't.
Not going to dump all the meter just yet, but a very sizable lead now.
Oh, you thought you were in time to do the back heavy?
The evil knee.
Immediately waking up with the crouch jab. Very Kazunoko-esque.
Ooh, this is scary now. Punk needs 1 to get the round here. Both in burnout.
Oh, that's it.
Wait, he can maybe find chip now too. So is whether by
No,
What? How'd that not work?
No. He got to delay it more.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
just didn't
Yeah,
get
you
the
can
job
see
done
how much he does not want to get like.
Yeah, I told you. I told you. I told you. I know. Oh, I hear it go, Chris.
How many minutes? How many minutes? Hold on.
It's okay. Samurai been powered us through this moment early on in Street Fighter League. That perfect parry was nice, though. I was looking real boost like. Oh, we got the timer set? Okay, let's see what it's going to end on. Oh, that was quick. That was quick.
The timer got him shook. He
That was quick,
He didn't
though.
want his method exposed.
But you got to add a little time, though. You started a little late. Yeah.
Punk right now, the momentum all in favor of the Kami Evo champion.
I like that. Little tap parry action on the dive kick, get the job done. Plus frames there. Punk not willing to see that. He's down to do the drive.
Moose.
Man, everybody's been doing that.
Everybody's on the same page today, huh?
Yeah, they're
all
locked
practicing
in.
the exact same thing. All the Bison mains just watching in the back. It's like, I hate it.
They're probably all mad. They're like, dude, why is everybody doing this now? Can you guys just go back to giving me plus frames for free?
Oh, he's furious.
Japanese judo.
He's furious.
Uh-oh.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
He's furious.
I told y'all. I told you.
A little smile on Punk's face, too. You can see it all the way from the player cam.
Every time it's easy reads. 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 I told y'all. I have him downloaded forever now.
Regular jump plus dive kick plus whatever she's going to go
Bro, he
for,
loves
so
this.
It's very difficult for him to stop that option
gave up.
consistently. It means that oftentimes he just doesn't want to commit to anything.
Oh, caught the backdash. It's
Nice.
a stomp, the follow-up as well.
Nice combo. That's the coolest looking Bison combo, I think.
The fact that he gets the juggle off of that, yeah.
That was nice.
That's the Asian shimmy right there.
Yeah.
Regular head stomp into follow-up as a juggle is cool.
Got 3 bars.
I always found it kind of tricky to get the devil's reverse ender of it. I don't even know what it's officially called, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the one.
Getting that last second bounce is really difficult.
Misses the jump in, but still gets the throw.
The fish fly.
Fish bomb on. And now Punk in a weird spot, just maybe block and parry here. Oh, walked in and blocked. Wow, that was the spacing and awareness of the timing on that was really impressive. Oh, missed
That was
time.
tricky. I thought DCQ was definitely going to press the button.
Punk one hit away here as level 3. Big chilling on this lead. Doesn't need to overcommit to anything just yet.
A lot of airborne approaches this far from Punk.
Ooh.
Tried to drive.
That was a Punk, not Bruce Lee that time. Not that time. That's a Punk. That's a Punk.
Yeah, I mean, that, you know, not very many people on the planet are going to get that.
I told y'all this $1,000 can opener. I'm locked up
Such a
again.
dangerous opponent. You know, he plays the best players in the world and makes them look like they're humans. You know, and he does it so consistently.
Yo, started, Chris, started.
We're good.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait until he went to character select.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
never
he
mind.
shook by the time.
Is year in, year out, no matter what version of the game.
Yep.
It's very impressive.
Nice.
What a call out too against the drive rush. I think he's been one of the few to really call those out very early on in the game. Damn, that neutral jump is so important too. The damage on top of that, the corner control, DCQ does get exposed down below too. That was a counter hit. He was trying to poke his way out. Does find it successfully this time though.
Yeah,
Yep. You already showed me that.
From Punk as well in the spacing trap attempt, and now
It's
going to be the kill. It's going to be
easy to
set point
adapt
for
like that.
Punk to tie the score up here between these two teams.
I know it's only week 3, but this is the most we've seen DCQ bleed thus far. I mean, he was coming off from a big dominant week in the previous one with 3 games straight under his name against Ajax Fidelity. A whole different story against Punk now.
Yeah, I mean, he is the Evo champ for a reason. Oh my God.
Damn!
Stuffs it.
Again!
I cannot believe that crouching medium punch even hit.
What?
That was mad active.
Yeah.
He turned it into Noah.
Has bomb, has pressure here. Does Punk go for it? Doesn't go for the reversal, but this is huge damage on this. Can kill if he wants to spend the bar.
Level 1, god damn.
Yeah, just
level 1 kill.
Yeah.
And it overkill too.
meter,
Level 1 had room to
meter.
spare for that. That's a lot of damage.
I thought it would be level 2. I didn't even know how much scaling was involved in that, but as soon as I saw the big chunk from the heavy.
Yeah. One thing we haven't seen
defense
so far
looking
is
crazy. Oh, it's over, it's over, it's over. Come on again.
He just doesn't believe it.
Huh?
No, he's already like...
We gonna do it again?
Like as soon as he jumps, LCQ...
Drop him pick?
Like, DCQ is actually committed to the normal. I mean, it is his last chance right now.
It is. This is LCQ for DCQ.
Yeah, Punk is on match
he
point.
did
I
it.
love that, man. What are the tricky stuff? Being able to halt your own drive rush into a special move.
Punk just waiting it out. Oh, counter hit. This is a huge find. Bombs on. Now he's got a guess for the round here. Doesn't go for the EXTP. Punk with the throw.
That was nice. That was nice.
That was a sick perfect parry on the one, I'm not gonna lie. But like all these situations, he's just like
Looking for a crouch strong buffer. Mid-screen or when he has offense, like that's really all he's trying to do.
Yeah,
He's not even
and
anything
I
else.
knew he was going to do the scissor kick. I should have jumped that one. It would have been it. That was it.
Very convinced he was going to go for the throw.
I like that. I like the fact that he was willing to call that out. And, you know, he really won off the strength of his own offensive reads. So that's a good way to do it. Because it's going to be hard to win the neutral in this matchup. So nice. The hell attack. We just mentioned that earlier. Glad to see he's finally recognizing it.
Again, the neutral jump, finding the right timing. As soon as you talked about controlling the air, Punk still being able to make the read against Bison with a neutral jump himself.
Ooh, these, I don't know if the slugfest here.
Shit, come on, man.
I like the slowdown from Punk there. Kind of taking back control of that match, that mid-range control we've seen him kind of have success with game in and game out. So set point for Punk. Man, just playing it slow and steady in the middle of the screen and just finding these crouching counter punch buffers like that. Commits to level 1.
If DCQ was going to further...
All right, now it's over, y'all.
Okay.
Yo, he did it again?
Big change of pace now for DCQ. Gets him out of the corner so far away. The damage on top of that is pretty neat. That could have been disastrous as well.
Yeah, these neutral jumps are very scary. Any of them hitting can be so bad. And, you know, he can hell attack them, but it's difficult to be in the right spacing, to be ready. Stuffs the drive rush there as well. Punk just trying to wall him out here. He's not on level 3 just yet, so not any hit can kill, but there's the hell attack.
Oh, that was
exactly what he was looking for these last couple of rounds.
Jumps over, and bomb is gone now because of that throw. Okay, big perfect parry to get the side swap into the corner.
About it now.
Is that plus?
I'm actually very surprised that hit counter hit.
Is that plus?
Ooh,
I don't think so.
Very close here. I think it might be
he's got
enough.
I pressed crouch
It
medium
is,
kick.
okay.
Maybe it's
Big
slow.
win there for DCQ. Even though it's all his meter.
Is 0.
Gotta spend it.
No bar.
Totally fine for that round for sure. Pretty much close to build up at least a level 1. But the fact is, he needs to get this momentum against Punk and put him in the corner as soon as possible, because if Punk manages to do it,
all right, now
with
it's
the level
over,
3
y'all.
on deck, could be a little bit problematic. Next hit,
Yeah, see, now it's over.
especially after
throw.
this.
Beat the parry
No,
there.
I did it too late. I did it too late. I did it too late.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe he just believes in the
okay.
level 3, but now there's a huge swing here. Uh-oh.
That was mad awkward. The fact that he still got the juggle was kind of insane.
Drive reversal from Punk. Neutral jump, very scary if he gets hell attacked. And now suddenly, one guess away, Punk with the wake up buttons. Oh my, he had the hit.
He had it.
Oh. He had the hit, he didn't believe it. Now Punk with a huge opportunity here. Not gonna be the kill. Oh.
No,
What do you mean he jabbed a Psycho Punch? What are you talking about?
What the fuck was that? What is that?
Genuinely, what just happened?
Outrageous. I can't believe he was ready with a jab. Looks like we're locked and loaded here. NL on the Akuma. Up against Cammy for Punk here. And, you know, he just had that clean dub. It's one game to send it and see if you can get the job done here.
Scrappy. We just literally right as they said it.
A little option select to beat the drive rush cancel button.
That's a little bit tough. Was that a heavy normal that came from NL on the way through?
I don't remember. He did a medium punch after as the button. I don't remember what button he drive rushed.
I see.
Yeah, but he did send medium punch afterwards. Punk ready with that EXDP.
NL kind of like in the coy just a little bit.
He has a slight life lead here. And corner positioning with Akuma, which any of those buffers into the EX Flame is really scary, so you have to be very careful with your Punk here. Nice check.
Man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Double rush. That should be the kill. Easy peasy. So potentially locking in and not only winning his team's only points, but all of the points his team needs here.
Controlling airspace, and just like that, the throw bait as well, and L getting full corner control and the damage on top of it. A nice and easy confirm.
Say it could win. Oh my, and just like that. All right, we're going to a last round. Evened up on meters as well, basically here. Both about to build that level 3.
Out of there. I just like that. I just love the teleport.
He teleported away and Punk reacted to it too. He even hit the jab. He was ready to stuff the teleport, so that tells you a lot. Oh, nice interruption there. He gets in between the hits of the fireball. All right, bringing the throw. Punk with lots of drive gauge to work with here. NL needs to find a hit so he can get a level 3 to fix his drive gauge, but I don't know if he's going to get a chance just yet. In the corner here, he wakes up with it right away.
Why find the button when you just do the whole shebang bang?
Punk did not seem happy about that, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
I think he's like, this guy just did it. If I blocked it, he was dead.
This guy's a bum.
I knew it too. He's dead. I knew it too.
Damage. He's dropping bombs on NL. Punk, the definition of clutch. Again, mentioned 25 points for FlyQuest.
Just like that. Had the headphones off instantly.
JB.
The man you had sitting out potentially, and I don't mean that as like, oh, I told you so or anything, because I didn't know either. But yeah, I think it's hard to call this. This is such a weird team decision to put in. So interesting that JB put himself up there first. Maybe the squad deciding this is the play. What is the result, or what are the odds you think that they put Lex in?
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty highly likely thing to happen. We might just see like back-to-back Guile Rashid matches.
I think that's really interesting. One thing about this too, the backstage NuckleDude was talking about how he's really bad in online tournaments at the start of the week because he takes the weekend off, you know, spend a little bit of family time and stuff like that. Wow, what a whip punish. And then during the week as it cooks up and he plays more and more and more, he does better. So that's something that's interesting about, like, the later in the week you get NuckleDude, the better he's going to be as a competitor. So SFL is happening later in the week. You know, he might be cooking. I mean, he might be a little stronger.
Who knows? Right now, it's JB taking the first round.
It might be Monday.
Different, like, I mean, probably he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it as it comes. Really. I like that response. You know, it's just so deceptive to see a standing Guile animation from the parry and still having that charge mask.
Oh, check him, PC. This guy JB. What is happening? How many perfect parries in a row? Is that SK Overwatch?
It probably is.
That was so many nice snipe there from NuckleDude.
SK getting that many parries in such little time and such little practice with it too.
Oh my, these two are cheating. We're both. Can we get somebody on the replay? What's going on here between these two? Baits the throw, gets a back throw. You can swap out of the corner here. But the jab on the overhead.
Oh, that's so deceptive too. Not quite dead.
Oh, jab
you
out.
tried to overhead.
Oh, had the meaty and thought it was going to be a combo because, you know, why would you be getting hit there if it's not a counter hit, right? Maybe just try to counter hit, confirm it was a regular hit, didn't get the combo. Maybe looking even for a meaty jab, but now a little bit more. Yeah, you can feel kind of the swing of the match suddenly going in NuckleDude's favor. Dude, his perfect parry success rate is pretty outrageous, but it's not gaining him much ground, right? That's the problem with dealing with Guile.
Yeah, it's been a pretty big nuisance. You're forced to kind of play that game against Guile no matter what, right?
Big jump in. Had the hit, did not believe. Raw overhead, level 2 is available. Does not pop it just yet. I think maybe looking for one more knockdown or like maybe slightly closer to the corner here. Ooh, he's dancing. Oh, he dancing.
I was waiting for it. Like, it looked like he was pumping that motion, heading backwards.
Throw into the corner. You can kick in the tornado here, and that's what he does. Mix now, overhead off it. This is huge damage. He also has level 1 available at the end of this. Doesn't get the hard link, and the wake-up buttons into CA. That's huge damage and a lot of drive gauge getting stripped.
You get to set up at least a free sonic boom because of the spacing, then possibly a cross to get the burnout. If
this match, oh, that's bad for JB. He fell on the fireball. If this match goes much longer, JB might build another level 2. Nice, not to take the bait. Drive reversals out, but NuckleDude sitting on a lot of resources.
That actually stopped him. You saw the startup of the overhead, but he's still technically grounded. That's messed up.
Okay, so one thing I noticed Dude likes to do a lot is he likes to parry after blocking a jump in. Also, yo, when he has level 2 out and he's like at that distance, when he activates level 2,
he's doing a lot after
if you think he's gonna jump, like try to react with air throw. You got some time. It's like a regular. It's basically treated as like a regular jump in. It's like the same timing as a regular jump in.
You're playing great, bro. But I feel like JB can also kind of play that style too. He can also know, he knows when to kind of slow the pace down. I love the way he plays his offense, also with Rashid too. But in most parts, if he has to slow it down, he does so effectively.
I like that counter hit confirm we just saw from JB there, right? And immediately after, Meaty gets the combo into the crouching medium kick. And yeah, listen, the secret about Rashid, that setup, it's a lot easier to go low and throw than it is to do the overhead. The overhead's like manually timed, so you know, it's more likely that they're going to be going for one of those other options. Meaty crouch, medium punch, and that's the easy peasy kill for JB there.
I always thought that was like the funkiest frame kill with Rashid, just back-to-back crouching medium punches.
Yeah, his frame kill for like light eagle spike and medium eagle spike are both just mashing crouching medium punch a bunch of times in a row.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you just mash it until they get up, and it's just like, yep, that'll do. Oh. Angle on that was really tough to stop.
Now coming in with the booms, JB, I feel like he's trying to go for the dash and maybe get that run to get that slap, the leg slap on the other side to avoid the fireball, but that's just way too difficult to try to manage within the space and at the speed that Knuckle2's been throwing these booms.
Yeah, doing a good job of just chilling in neutral, not falling for a lot of shenanigans. JB can't really wrestle control of this match back without spending some kind of resource here. I think level 2 is probably the biggest way, but I don't know if he wants to commit all that resource. Nice. Oh. I think if you're JB here, you're probably expecting this to go to another round now. This is a long road.
Could get as much meter as possible all the way through.
Yeah.
Getting that level 3, but at the same time, if the longer you let Knuckle2 like prolong this round, he's going to get over it for himself too. Pretty close to a solid puncher for Do. Actually, looking at match point.
Unfortunate too that the double jab into the third one whiffed for JB there. He had to do jab, jab, medium mixer, or jab, jab, drive rush. And wasn't quite ready. These angles are rough, man. And JB's got to find a way in. Yeah, all right, popping this. Gonna try to strip a lot of drive gauge off of this. Overhead baits the throw.
Jesus. Coming in.
Oh, that's a huge find as well. Corner pressure, looking for the throw. Knuckle2 stuck in a bad spot now. JB doesn't want to overcommit on his offense. You saw the backdash there. Nice whip punish. Safe jump. No, it was an empty jab.
Weaving in and out of the ranges too, kind of like tempting Knuckle2 with some of the mediums that he's thrown out. Like standing medium kick is so difficult to catch. But no, he catches the solid. JB stays alive, brings it to another.
I swear to God, he's gonna start getting flash kick heavy. I swear to God, I'm looking at
JB. He likes to stand in the corner a lot, so walk up, wolf forward definitely works. Yeah. He's walking, he's standing up to make a crouch fierce rip.
I also think it's fine to jump there because if you get flash kicked,
I got you.
Back to full screen, you just pop level 2.
Sure do.
You know, you have the meter there, so if you're JB, that's a pretty fine guess because, like, all right, I got flash kick, I parry the boom on wake up, I throw EX whirlwind, and then I level 2, right? Like, that was going to be the plan, so he was pretty chill either way, I think. It was probably not too bad. Oh, that's big. Yep, punish counter, gets the heavy punch link afterwards.
You rarely get that in this matchup, I feel like.
Yeah, it's not easy. You got to be super predictive. I mean, even against regular fireballs, you usually have to be pretty predictive with that, but against Skyla especially, you got to know.
Oh, no!
What a bait. A little jump light kick into the throw action. I like what we're seeing here from JB. Wow, he didn't expect the jump, and now Knuckle2 is on the back foot. He's ready again. Oh, too far. Uh-oh. Chance now for Do. He's got the corner. This could be very, very bad for JB very quickly here.
How do you find a way to close it out? JB running into a couple of booms now. Knuckle2 sets up shop with DI, or so you thought. I don't even know if JB's part of the 30 club yet. I feel like he's getting younger and younger.
Yeah, he's right on the cusp. In like another year, he would have got an SFL next season. It's over for you.
Unless they nerf DI.
They make it. They just scale it with your age.
Yeah.
1 frame slower.
That's why they do, like, for every like user agreement, they ask you for your date of birth.
Level 2 popped. Pushes him past, gets the counter hit. Is there some kind of reset here or anything? Yeah, of course, looking for that, and gets the throw afterwards. Overhead out of the air, though.
Oh!
JB is 1 away here. He just needs 1 good hit. Oh, pops it, trying to strip the drive gauge here with the level 2 from Guile. And the parry's huge from JB. It actually saves him. Burnt. There's the last one.
Boom towards the end. What was that noise?
It was refreshing. It was reverse refreshing. Uh-oh. Ooh, I like the backdash from Do. Scary spot, though, now. JB waiting for that. No, you know that drive. Impact scary. He gets the flash kick. Does he react? Does he go for the level 1? Wait, he's not chipped.
I mean,
One more boom.
Oh, no.
He's about to have level 2. Oh, the win.
Out the fears there. Nah, son. That's too much recovery.
If it connected, it would have built in level 2, and he could have done it, and then maybe stripped the drive gauge, but do in a bad spot. But instead now, final game, final round between these two. Big drive rush opener. Level 2's coming out.
Great Desert Storm.
Neutral 1. Neutral acquired. Oh, he tried. The Street Fighter 5 answer where you get the dash up throw. Like that huge bait. Oh, man, this is going to hurt. One more. And you see the pop. Dash in combo. Coast to coast on this. Look at how far he's going to take him. And he strips the drive gauge. Both of them low on drive resources now. Anti-air. In for the throw. Knuckle Dude just holds up back out of there. Checks on the dash.
Actually quite insane, the amount of damage being reciprocated from both ends. The low medium kick, but still Knuckle Dude, he's trying to find more of that damage off of the low medium kicks.
You see the dashing from JB2. He's trying to dash slide to beat the boom. He gets the pickup. Oh my. EX. I like that idea, but it was a true block string because he was too close. Back throw. It's not enough to kill.
Overhead blocked.
Jab check. Let's go! Level 2 should be the kill here. JB with the clutch for Team Cloud9.
That was only the first game.
That was the first set between these teams. Wait, it's do and then do. Oh, Kevin, they both they got two doos.
That's exactly it.
Wow, double do.
Double duty for
double do. That's sick. I didn't even realize.
I love how you got yourself with that one.
That's sick. I didn't even realize. That's news to me. Yeah, this should be same matchup we just saw here. I think it makes a lot of sense, right? Because if you're, I don't know what the warm-up exactly was for the teams. I saw a little bit of Kevin playing, but if you're Lex and JB, you can just warm up together. And then both of you are prepped for the matchup, right? So it creates kind of like a double situation where you can prep each other for it right before it begins. And obviously the same thing could be happening for the other team, but they don't know, who you're going to send up in the same way, right? So very, very cool.
This is, I think this is one of the better moments where we get to see the full advantages of the home squad, right? C9 being able to take all of these matchups in stride. I think that's actually just a very lucky occurrence, to be honest with you. Getting paired up. You're going to face off against everybody regardless in a round-robin situation, but like this specifically is so beneficial for being on the home squad. They get to do that exact same thing on the next run.
That's true, actually. If they put up JB and Lex, like Dual Kevin and Knuckle Dude could do the same thing on the other side. So that means, right, that the last spot is going to be Hot Dog. And Hot Dog, they get to choose whether they want to send up Noah or Boost for that matchup. It's an interesting one. Bison, obviously Hot Dog, very scary. He has a bunch of characters. He was on DJ, then he has an Ed, then he also has a Bison now because he's a Bison main from before. So a lot of character choices for him. And same thing for this team Cloud9. They have the choice between Noah and Boost to see which.
All right, Lex. Let's go. Dual Kevin gets nervous.
Here it is, same matchup we just saw here. Now reverse, Cloud9's Lex on the Guile, Dual Kevin on the Rashid.
Hey, is Terry a Shoto?
Yeah, technically.
I just love seeing like the discourse around that and seeing it on social media. But anyways, going into it, Lex, Dual Kevin, exactly what we'd imagine. Back-to-back matchups of Rashid and Guile.
I love that little fireball spacing.
That's fine, that's good.
Heavy mixer, but doesn't get to keep the corner, thankfully.
So chilling.
Thank you, Capcom. Big fan of that. Yeah, big fan of that. And so far, Lex is not playing the video game. Things are not happening. His brother unplugged his controller and is playing for him. Oh, burnt though.
That is classic.
Yeah, this is a chance. And these,
only
Lex
in the corner, only in the corner, right? This screen don't even worry
when you
about
see
it.
two brothers sometimes and you're like, are you guys actually related? I think these two are related.
Yep.
That's, I think that's a given.
Yeah.
It's in the hair.
Yeah, you see them and you're like, these guys are brothers.
It's so fun. I still remember seeing Lex in the very first season of Street Fighter League. He was just kind of like hanging out with his brother. And like,
who is this JB
He wasn't even
lookalike?
into fighting games at the time.
Yeah.
He wasn't even into Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, that's one thing that's
fine.
interesting is that they both picked it up during 5, right? That's when they both started getting interested in fighting games in Street Fighter. So.
Right here? Right here?
It's
Oh.
the man up until this point.
Oh, double rush. Level 2? No, he built the level 3 on the boot.
Lex, he's playing at a
Gave him that extra.
He's not even.
Doesn't kill him though.
Yeah, I was gonna say not quite enough, but uh-oh. Oh my, again?
Do it a third time.
Repeat offender. Tasty Steve would say you could go to jail for that.
What are you probably
Level 2 time?
Probably. I feel like after
Wait.
9 strikes,
Block the low.
If he doesn't build his drive gauge back, is he just dead?
There we go.
Drive gauge back. He endures. Nice. He didn't go for the bait.
Let's go, Kel.
You're good. Green.
When he
Good.
goes, man reaction is the thing that got him killed.
He knows
He
it
likes
too.
to
He
jump.
pressed the button. If he looked at the player count, he was like, oh no.
After he's pairing
So after he parries the boom, he likes to after he perfect parries, he option selects the jump.
Yeah, when it's close.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I think it was low enough where you could actually throw out a normal. Like whether or not the armor
maybe.
is there, I think he would have been able to take out Dual Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin was very low. That's for sure. It's just whether your normal is going to make it in time or whatever it is, that's for sure. Sometimes you think it's enough and then you hit a button and then they just absorb it and you're like, oh, yeah, it does not feel good. Strings him up, walks back, looks to bait something. Oh, plus frame there. Just pulls up after. Lex with a chance to get out of the corner here, but tech from Dual Kevin. That means drive gauge gone and also still corner positioning.
That's not too bad. Taking some of the drive gauge.
Big. What a jump.
The mix.
Oh, had the overhead, didn't believe in the hit though. And also went for the Arabian Cyclone, that was punishable there. I think he was trying to link medium after his medium punch, but then unfortunately just a little late on that. Wow, that's huge. Sweep, side swap.
OD spinning mixer, get off of me. What do you do about this now? Okay. I thought he was going to set up shop with a couple of normals, but able to jump in with Dual Kevin.
Oh.
Possibly making the read against the Sonic Boom. Could have done it again, but
His jump timing has been very good so far. Uh-oh. Close to level 2 as well, so even if Rashid gets pushed back, he's going to have to beat her. Set point now for Dual Kevin. Are these Rashid players just beating up these Guile players? Is that what's happening here?
I mean, that's what it seems like. Dual Kevin now going to get 2 bars as well. Does he get to set up at the OD? Or he's going to drive rush forward a little too early.
That might be what we've learned today here. Oh, he played it so patient there.
Help!
Yeah, he's having some problems getting in there. Big jump again. Doesn't commit all the meter this time like he did before, so I kind of like that choice. Sonic Blade set up, big chilling in this corner position. Guile just has so much life. So wow, what a perfect parry. EX Boom, the jump in on the greedy charge.
You saw him just spinning away too. That was just kind of sus.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, the idea there was like you hold the whirlwind shot and then you can jump out of the corner with it, right? It was probably the plan, or like flip out, or do something. Yeah.
Storm level 2, stalking him down. Plus Frame's gonna be holding all of that. Now he's gonna try to drive reversal it. Don't blame you. With so much life too, still really early on. He didn't even want to risk that.
That level 2 didn't give him a lot of damage, but I got him in the corner, which I think is a huge win in this matchup.
How do you contain Lex, though? I think he's doing a great job. Dual Kevin up until that point, man. Do I have UK blood in me? I gotta say, this has been commentators cursing these last couple of weeks on my end.
That is a huge miss from Kevin there. I have to assume that was a misinput.
Oh no!
The tricky stuff. He turned like 7 different colors in a row.
That is fair. I think there's no like age limit for that one. That specific setup.
Man, he got another level 2. Uh-oh, this could be real bad real quick here from Lex. He can't need a DI, he can't need a throw. And these Rashid players proving that he beats Guile. You know, if back-to-back, they're just like, look, guys, we did it, guys. Looks like Boost is going to pull up, be their first one. So I didn't see them the first 2 weeks I was not here. Did Boost play a captain's match yet?
In day 2, he actually didn't play in the anchor spot, but he did play a very pivotal role in getting 10 points against Mena RD, clutching it out at the very end too, where it was like pretty much back and forth per round, and he had to do a really big Hail Mary where he caught Mena RD like up close doing an OD uppercut.
Okay.
But yeah, he got the last 2 games against Mena RD in a very, very close fashion. Other than that, day 1, looking at Cloud9, Boost played off against Cien in very similar fashion. He lost the first game and got the rest of it. So he's got 100% win rate, 20 points to his name.
Very, very solid. For someone who's new to SFL to pull up like that and do very well. And I mean, like, he's one of those players that if you've been watching lately and all the online events and stuff, you probably know that Boost is really solid. Although it is funny to watch, like, Noah's like trash talking him so much. His own teammates like, Boost, they say you suck offline. Like, you better pull up and do well at Street Fighter. He's just killing me, man.
That's his coaching strat. I've seen him do that to Jake and Bake as well. He's like, listen, man, I know you're doing bad right now, but that's only temporary. what you need to do is just memorize what these combos that I've done, and you'll be godlike.
I know you're doing bad right now. It's not a good way to start any coaching. It just cracks. I know you're bad right now, but you might not be soon. And if you're not, like, that coaching just killed me. It's so good.
That's what it was. I definitely had full-on conversations with Jake, and I'm like, listen, man, you're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
I gotta get Noah for a slam, man. Oh,
dude,
wait.
I can't wait.
Man.
Please get this kid on your program. Get him on your show, please.
Yeah. 2 players I'm a fan of. Hot Dog is my late night stream. Hot diggity doog. Usually at like 1 or 2 a.m. my time. I'm in bed trying to go to bed, trying to sleep, and Hot Dog is streaming. He's just up.
Yeah.
Hot Dog profile picture on there. Easy peasy. He's chilling, doing some gaming. One thing is, I think that Ken is pretty solid in a lot of aspects in this matchup. He basically always punishes scissor kick, which is really nice. He has that 5-frame light
now,
kick.
yeah.
Yeah. This is a really annoying part about the matchup for him. And in general, on the ground, I think Ken's got a lot of really solid stuff to represent here. So
how was that, Steve?
I don't know. I can't be ass boost, not me.
I had to pull back the sage jam and go for your personal. That was actually just raw.
Oh, he perfect parries those. That's my streamer.
Oh, go.
Yeah.
Remember his stand jab after the heavy punch, not crouch.
There's room to grow, okay?
I know you're
doing bad right now, yeah. I know you're doing bad right now, but you could be good soon. Yeah, I like one thing that you should take advantage of if you have like buttons into drive rush is you can put gaps in against characters like Bison that don't have an OD reversal. Something that you can really kind of bully them with, make their lives just really not fun because they just don't have the ability to beat it. So you have to force them onto some kind of gas. Go. That's gonna be easy level 3. You just sent it at him and said what up. And I'm curious if Hot Dog sticks with Gibson.
Yeah, that's good. Even that can't even be like,
Yep, -2
They're not even helping him.
carry in that situation.
Let's go, Boost. You're the best Ken in the world.
Sorry, if you're gonna talk, take off your headphones.
-2, like he might be light heavy into parry.
Yeah, you're smart.
Yeah, so watch out for your reversal buttons. His pressure is very organized.
Okay.
And if you try to jump out of the corner, most likely will be DP. So don't waste your health.
But he's locked back into the Bison. I think either pick is fine, honestly. I mean, both of the characters are like game-definingly powerful, right? In this version of the game, we see them a lot, and they're basically everywhere in every tournament for different reasons, right? Ed is like the control character. Bison is the character that kind of just makes you have to deal with him. That's sort of the way he is. Oh my.
Word.
Did you watch the video about Daigo doing that?
I just saw it this morning.
I was like,
Boost is probably doing the same thing. But like, how much time has he had on a setup to start doing it? That was raw.
It's raw.
Excuse me, send it back, you donut.
Don't call him a donut. Wow, look at that punish. The range on light kick to punish the scissor kicks really pesky for Bison to deal with. It's like him and Ed, I think, are the 2 5-frame punishes that give Bison problems.
Makes a lot of sense. Ken is privileged, man.
He does have that good 5-frame light kick. It's annoying to deal with. I love that was the choice to get the burnout there, by the way. Very smart from Hot Dog. Tricky, too. Like the EX head stomp, like that, your timing for parry is going to be early because you see him up in the air and then he delays it a little bit, so I like that option.
You get the Psycho Mine applied. What do you do after this? The forward throw. You get so many options off of that, too. Not too bad. Boost just taking the throw.
That's what you're supposed to do, they say. Unfortunately, it does mean a lot of life gone. Oh, that's bad. And it's about to go off. I like the parry on that, and a good check. Chance for boost, but so many resources for Hot Dog here. Strings them up. Hot Dog playing it nice and slow. Trying to interrupt on that drive rush in. Oh, he is just, oh my.
Oh no.
He puts himself in burnout. Burnout actually with CA. It's only 2 hits into DP, is it?
I don't know,
I don't think so. Okay, not enough to kill. And now Chip is a big problem as well, but Bison's gonna get chipped instead. He had a challenge there on Dragon Lash being 0, but I think he was a little afraid he didn't have the life to do it.
That is kind of tough. Like, you maybe try to bait out a super to the boost.
Yeah.
I don't think he was going to let off the gas regardless. You have to make that read as Hot Dog.
And Hot Dog has a lot of meter to work with here, but this spawn defense sucks.
Oh, you heard the tap parry. You get the back throw. A lot more control now for Hot Dog as he gets that. Oh, that was a little bit too soon.
What an answer. Knowing that Hot Dog was going to try to back throw him or something there into the corner. And he finds the hit.
Nah, Boo's going crazy. He's the lead man. Good shit, baby. Good shit, good shit.
Talked about recently where you were using stand meeting kicks against me when I play slow. And because he perfect parried to stand fierce the first round of this game, right? You can mix up with the stand meeting kicks. And, you know, it's just a great tool against a player like him who plays really slow. Really hard to whip punish, so might be able to mess with that more. Alright.
Yeah, and be careful with the DI in the corner, because he can react to it pretty consistently.
Play your game.
Okay.
Hot Dog's too nervous, bro. Let's go.
Lock in, Bruce. Lock in.
You're the best kid in the world.
It ain't over yet.
The boost, man, just like, you know what? I'm going to throw out some of these OD uppercuts in moments where I know it's not my turn. I'm going to see how they react to it. And he's been pretty successful at that so far. I mean, like, you got to throw that out in high level regardless.
Right.
I don't even know if that's a necessity, but like, Boost has been fighting a lot of success with it. So be it. Just keep going with it.
Yeah, it's working for him. Tried that tap parry again after drive rush jab. Oh, that
God,
hurts.
that was a punish counter. There was so much time between actions that it was still a punish counter.
Anti-air EX Crusher does